Hey everybody, guess what? We are back. This is Africa is Next podcast. Yes, you are not lost. I know you are seeing a familiar face, but from a different podcast. I'll explain shortly. Anyway, thanks everybody who's been checking out our videos. We appreciate it for real, for real, for real. As usual, I do have my Joni ninjas over here. One is already performing his jutsu without the hands. That's the Lokhala right there. And then we have another one. Okay, we have another one with the spectacles that's giving Kabuto vibes, but trust me, he does not know Resurrection Jutsu yet. And then we have Rob Sibeko. Let me start with Rob Sibeko, who's our special guest today. He is going to be giving us some of his thoughts with regards to Naruto. It's the first time we actually get him on this podcast, which is great. Something that because these guys have been on African Frame more than once. So it's nice to have someone on African Frame. Anyway, yeah, he's my co-host on African Frame. He's a writer, he's a director. He has a book out called Jin's War. Do check that out. It only costs $50. You can catch it on Google Play. Please get yourself a copy. I have my copy. Check it out, read it, give him your take. You can follow him at SQJ Pure, right? Ha, SQJ Pure. And yeah, we have Tebelokhala. But yeah, before we have Tebelokhala, Rob, can you just tell them what else that you're busy with before we get to Tebelokhala?
Not much, just mostly pushing the book, a lot of writing, like so many character sheets. You can't even see it right now. But designing a lot of stuff, world building. Hopefully, we've got our own future plans. I don't know if you told them about it.
Oh no, we'll talk about it offline.
Okay. But yeah, so we're trying to build up a bunch of stuff. So hopefully that'll be the future. And yeah, you guys hopefully support my book if possible.
Awesome,
Thanks.
awesome. And then we have Tebelokhala.
Oh, okay. So I have to introduce myself after that wonderful,
Yes.
romantic. Anyway,
Aim.
hi, I'm Tebelokhala. I have my own channel, KC Media, where we talk familiar things but different topics. We are supposed to be reviewing the X-Men. I think by that, I don't know if the time this comes out, the X-Men will be out or not. We are reviewing X-Men. We are also we're reviewing Iwaju. We also interview various needs in the geek spot. We had an awesome session last night, or the other night. We'll work it out. And because Rob's here, I need to, of course, I'm compelled to remind everyone, I'm the resident Protoss to his Zerg. We are one in the color. I'm yet to convince him to join the Protoss. So hashtag Team Protoss, hashtag Protoss other way, hashtag Artenis, Entaro Artenis. Sorry, I was rewatching the video, the Legacy of the Void video. Blizzard makes awesome videos, guys. I don't care. They should make a movie, a proper movie.
Oh, definitely.
Anyway,
that's no idea what these two are saying, but okay.
Yeah, you see what happens. You see, we form a game.
Like they're having their own convo right now, bro.
Yeah.
We form a gaming singularity. That's why we meet so rarely. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm also on the TikTok and also on Instagram. Follow me there. My name and surname everywhere. And yeah, I'll behave in this podcast because it's not my channel. So I'll keep things PG-13. I hope.
At least you added I hope. That makes more sense.
Yes.
We have Lord Zuko.
Dumelang ninjani. Aya Lord Zuko lana. Welcome. Sizothetha kamnandi. Nani ni comment apha, ni like, ni subscribe, nenze zonke izinto ezimnandi. Ni yabona sithethisane sivane ukuthi wena uthini nathi sithini kube mnandi. So welcome to the show, makube mnandi.
That is the Xhosa dub of this podcast. We don't have subtitles. We're still very cheap, unfortunately.
That's we happy. Buya wena. Ufuna ntoni koro tomorrow? Is up wena kwedini.
See one version of anime. I love it, man.
Buckmeister might join us in a few minutes. And when he does, we'll finally give him his Goku moment. But yeah, we are just about to continue with our Naruto discussion. Last time we ended up with the first part of the tuning exams, which is the Forest of Death, and we went all up to I think it's
Flatulence part.
yeah, the flatulence part. Basically,
It's
that's
the prelims to the third. It's the prelims to the third because there were too many ninjas, so
Yeah.
I had to eliminate some. So we finished off at the prelims.
Yeah, so we talked about Naruto versus Kiba. We talked about Naruto, and we talked about like Sakura versus Ino, 10 versus Temari, Shikamaru versus that chick with the needles. Yeah, we talked about all of that. So I think there's a mini break here before the third.
Yeah.
The final.
So what happens is now they basically get after now the prelims, they get I think it was like a week or two.
Yeah.
So they get a break to basically recover from whatever injuries they had from the Forest of Death, and also to prepare for the last leg of the tournament.
Can you
Yeah.
take a
Of the
moment right there? Just
tuning exam, sorry.
sorry to interrupt. I just want to imagine you fought tooth and nail for your life. You sustained some awesome injuries, and everybody says, just take a week, walk it off.
Yeah, shake it off.
What sharp next week? Ne? So start shaking it.
Yeah, just shake it off. Just shake it
It's
off.
one of the things I love about shonen anime is that the timing is counterintuitive to the levels of injuries you sustain. Like, oh look, I got stabbed in the arm. Some of these injuries you take up to 8 weeks to recover properly. I'm not talking about like, oh yeah, that's combat ready, like proper healing. It should take up to 8 weeks for certain wounds. And nah, next week sharp, ne? Sharp.
Crazy stuff, man.
Sorry, next week, man, they'll be fine the next day. Some of them, bro.
They can't
Yeah.
break even stronger. What did you do this whole time? I thought you were recovering. I lent you
I
power.
think that's why these shonen creators introduce a healer in the group. This is the only way to progress the story quickly. You have to get like a Dende or what's this?
There's a white mage.
No.
You need to have the white mage
But
in the group.
The what?
remember,
The white mage.
Oh.
Oh,
but some of them, remember, because they're so powerful, they actually have a self-healing factor. Like Naruto's got a self-healing factor that's higher than normal. Already with
he's
the
sugar
chakra,
daddy.
yeah, with his, like, as a normal ninja, you have a self-healing factor. But because Naruto one has more than the average uh, chakra reserves of a ninja, so his healing factor is already a bit higher.
Yeah.
And then you add onto that he's got the QB, then like his healing factor is ridiculous. That's why if you notice, they do make comments about it, like, yes, this guy heals like this, like he heals like too quick, man. Like the man was out yesterday, today he's already running around ready.
I like it's the way I remember it was in the very first episode where Kakishi said like if you keep doing this you'll bleed to death. And then it's like, oh, let me heal you. By the time he takes out the bandage, the wound's already closed. It's like, bitch, stop flexing. I think the key was what is like, I can't let him die as a kid already.
Yeah.
All right, then heal. What else?
Speaking of flexing, some of these W's were so clean, dude. I don't even think Shikamaru got touched in his fight. I don't think he got touched at all. So clean win.
Honestly speaking, he's one of my favorite characters. He's on my top 3 favorite characters of Naruto of all time. That guy.
I won't like. Okay, I don't know if we'll get to this. We're not spoiling anything, are we? People have watched Naruto at this point.
No. By now.
Oh, they've watched it. If you haven't watched it by now,
this
it's not
preaching to the choir. It's preaching to the choir. It's not actually
because when I was reading the manga hundreds of years ago, back in dinosaur times, and there was a panel back in Shippuden where Shikamaru seemed like he was dying. The way I panicked.
You panicked that he's gonna die.
Yo, like no, not him. I was like messaging my boyfriend, like, oh my god, look at that screenshot of the screen, like, look, what are they doing to my baby? We must do something.
Ah,
So
no,
no,
but
Shikamaru was like, he's legit one of my favorite characters.
because he's
Not
also
because
very
of his
relatable.
powers, but his oh yeah, he's relatable. Yeah. It's difficult to be a smart person amongst very overpowered idiots. And we can
Yeah.
see
There's something I want to say, but I think we'll get to it when we get to it. But
yeah.
it's basically when he pretended like he was affected by the genjutsu, and the Kakashi was like, "Dude, I know you're not affected."
It
by this
it
thing."
wasn't like it wasn't Kakashi, it was his dog, that one. It was Sakura and
But
the
he was asleep. Like he was actually asleep. Everyone else was like knocked out. He just took a nap.
No, he wasn't actually. He was close. He was doing a bad job of pretending because the
Yeah,
problem
he
is
was
he had his
faithful.
eyes squeezed. He had his. The reason they noticed him is because he had his eyes squeezed shut. So he wasn't like this. He was like this. So
and then
that's how they noticed him.
and then the dog bit him.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Hilarious.
we're talking
So
about,
they're about to take a break, and this is where enter Jaria.
wait,
What?
before Jiraiya comes in, Kakashi basically just decides, okay, I'm gonna focus on Sasuke. I need to train him a bit because he's gonna be fighting Gaara.
Yeah.
And then Naruto, I'm gonna pitch you with the the teacher who's training Konohamaru, the guy with the glasses.
Yes.
Oh,
Is it Ibushi? Ibushi.
Forgot his name.
Something like that. It's something like that. Ubushi Sensei.
Yeah.
Ubusa Sensei. Something like that.
Ebi?
Yeah, you remember that guy with the glasses? Basically, he's the one that's introduced in the second episode and second.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah.
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 Mr.
He's actually one of the people who were hating on him at the start.
Yes. Yes. So I think they go to, is it the hot springs or something?
I think that's where they meet Jiraiya because
Yes, because that's
Yes.
that's where they
They
meet.
meet Jiraiya at the hot springs because he was busy researching for his latest novel. And when we say research, we mean he was spying on naked women.
Because basically, this guy was trying to teach Naruto how to walk on water using chakra.
You know,
Yeah, he was.
I was about to say something very offensive about Jiraiya but at this point. Because I was thinking, after all these years, come on, can't you get enough of looking at naked women? And I just
Like, what
remembered.
kind of research is this? That takes you like 15 years at the hot springs. Like, what kind of research is that, Doug?
Well, he's the perverted sensei for a reason.
Yeah.
And also, how does fame work in the Naruto universe? He's one of the original three, dog. He's like one of the three most powerful people in the world. And you're telling me no ladies are paying attention? Not one. He has to try to sneak his game in. How bad your game has to be. You know how bad of a player you have to be?
No, I think it's also the reputation of having been growing up as a creep your entire life. Like,
And his books are quite explicit. So obviously the girls are like, oh hell no, we're not gonna give this
They're
guy.
buying them. So this thing is like
the guys are buying them.
The guys
I
are
get-
buying them.
single strange lady in the Naruto universe. Not one.
And this
You have to be a good author to have someone read your book while fighting. Like Kakashi couldn't just wait to finish this book while he's busy training kids.
Well, this world, there's always one chick who's like, I'm totally into that.
100%. 100%.
But just a thing, also remember, his research was also his excuse for his spying.
Oh yeah.
So he'd be going there and he'd be like, "Hi, I'm Jiraiya. I'm researching my book," but he's actually hitting up his little spy networks and stuff like that. So
yeah,
that's another reason why he's never in the village.
yeah. But anyway, that's when he took over, right? Obviously he sees Naruto and then he's like, okay, this is the fourth son. So I'm taking over, but the guy's like, huh? Hey, yo.
What did he do again?
You know who I am. Don't act like you don't know.
But for some weird reason, it seemed like Kakashi knew that was going to happen. Or am I wrong?
Well, let me put it this, I hope so. Because it's kind of nonsense to leave him with, who is that guy? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, leave him with someone else. Like, I mean,
Yeah, really.
No,
Imagine.
but guys, let's not disrespect Ibisu Sensei. He is an elite teacher. He might not be an elite ninja. He is a good ninja, but he is an elite teacher.
He is competent enough to teach Naruto. Yes, that's true. But also, if you guys remember, later that evening at the rooftop, he does have a conversation with Kakashi about Naruto.
Mm.
And Kakashi was not surprised that he's training Naruto.
Obviously.
Like they had this conversation about, yeah, I know I'm gonna hand him over to you, whatever, whatever. I'm like, oh, so clearly Kakashi was probably aware that Jiraiya is around or whatever. I don't know.
Maybe it was a plan they had. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, go. I was gonna say I think it's more to do with bloodlines. Like, oh, it's you. Oh, okay, now it makes sense who you go to because of who you've been with before. No spoilers, but you know what I mean. That's like the thought process.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking the moment he appeared in town, Mr. Mr. Crystal Ball over here was like thinking, oh crap. Because somebody reminded me, like, this guy has been watching Naruto on his crystal ball for how long?
Dude. And obviously he taught Jiraiya.
Like, oh,
Jiraiya taught Kakashi's
like
master.
when you put it that way, Tebelo, it sounds like Naruto should be visiting special victims unit up in here. Got an old man looking at him his whole life up through a crystal ball, spying on him, Lang.
But we have evidence, don't we?
Well, I'd rather say it's more like him watching this poor kid getting bullied on DSTV.
I know.
Live on Mabaleng, guys, like live on Mabaleng.
I can imagine. It's like I was like, okay, let's see the Naruto channel.
Look, the whole village hates him. Good.
Character development.
He's at the swing. Everybody's just talking nonsense to him while he's at the swing.
So, seeing that Kakashi and thing you knew about Naruto, maybe when Kakashi saw Pervy Sensei, maybe perhaps it was a plan they had before, like when he gets old enough, you'll train him.
Hey, Goku is here! Yay! At last!
Actually, no. I need to do my proper intro. From the mountains, I have come. It is Buckmeister Sensei.
Jiraiya Sensei. Yeah, the perfect sages. Yeah, guys.
Well, which brings me to the
Hide your
question.
daughters.
Oh God. That hand action, like, oh God.
Oh yeah, Robert's joining us by the way, Buck. Robert, I bet you remember Buckmeister. So yeah.
Yep, it's a good bet. Yes.
What's up, Rob? How's it going?
I'm good, man, and you?
I'm all right. Just need a wallpaper now.
I don't know who was talking. Who was talking? I think
I
it
just
was...
wanted to ask a question, like, if we had to choose which sage powers would you want to take, which ones would you want of the three legendary sun and moon?
I'd rather be Orochimaru. I hate frogs.
Jiraiya. Anytime. Snakes, I can't do snakes. And slugs are...
I think logically Orochimaru, in terms of effectiveness, I feel like Jiraiya's only got the best effectiveness, but logically you'd pick Orochimaru, like, because it's like combination of different moves.
Yeah, he knows so many forbidden jutsu, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it?
But not only
is it,
that, he's like
That's Ninja R.
with,
Kelly. I can't do that.
with Pervy Sensei, he's very offense based.
Yeah.
With the Slug Princess, she's very she's healing based, more defensive.
Defensive, yes.
And then, but with Orochimaru, he's with Ninja R. Kelly. I'm actually gonna start calling him that. With Ninja Kelly, he's the balance between the two because he can defend and he can attack.
But here's my question, with a follow-up question: is it because of his snake people, the snake mountain, whatever, or is it because of Orochimaru himself being a naturally curious, studying person? Because what powers do the snakes actually give?
If I remember correctly, before there's a flashback with the wood guy. where you see
Hashirama.
already doing experiments on people before he takes over that area. So I feel like Orochimaru already had talents before the whole snake
Oh,
thing.
you're talking about Yamamoto, right?
Yes, there's a flashback with Yamamoto where you see Orochimaru.
Yamato.
Oh,
Yes.
Yamato.
I just saw good news I played this, so like
Oh, hey.
Nani?
So I feel like Orochimaru's already got a multifaceted list of talents. Though I will admit, in previous flashbacks, you never actually see anything. You just see Orochimaru saying the worst thing ever in his flashbacks. You never see him doing stuff, except for one flashback.
It's just a thought, because I see with the frogs, as much as I don't like frogs, they're very interactive. Some are wielding swords, some are wielding weird maces, some, they're
Some are smoking pipes.
Yeah,
some are smoking pipes, some spit goo at
Hey,
you.
dog, with what the frogman did in this fight, I'm team frog, chief. The frogs,
That frog is holding a knife, dog. Like, what the hell?
Then we've
He's
got
a
teams.
lord, even, my guy. He's a whole lord. Lord, come on.
And the whole thing also, that's actually it's not even a sword. It's a knife. It's the
Yeah,
small
the
knife. It's
biggest-
not even meaning there's actually a bigger one. Because it's a dagger. That's the word I was looking
that's
for.
dagger, yeah.
And then
That's the
when
word.
okay, I was also wanted to the snake people, they shed their skin, but I don't see any combination attacks that they do, like, snake venom spitting no jutsu or something.
Wait,
But
how
it-
far are we going into
No,
Conan?
but he had a long tongue and he could stretch. Like,
Yeah.
he could like stretch himself.
Wait,
Okay.
how far is this arc?
We haven't gone that far. I'm just asking
Yeah,
you.
but
I think
Okay.
we might stop. We might stop at who's this lady again?
Tsunade retrieval.
Tsunade versus Orochimaru, I think.
yes.
Oh, so are we going as far as Tsunade retrieval and the three sunning deadlock?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
That's what I researched. I didn't realize you guys were so far back. But
Oh,
Yeah, but for now, where we are now, Naruto just met Jiraiya. We just started basically. Yeah.
oh, okay.
the way I see it is with Orochimaru. You guys played Magic before? Magic the Gathering.
No.
Mm-mm.
No, not really.
Anyone?
I have.
So only one guy. Okay, but basically with you get different builds, right? And
Yes.
Orochimaru is a status. In my opinion, he's a status effect build. So
Yeah,
basically,
true.
there'll be cards on the deck that impact you over time. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Minus
okay.
1 damage over time, minus 2 damage over time, that kind of stuff. To
Right.
me, that's what Orochimaru is. So because he won't die. Like even against Yamato, I think there's a thing where like you think he gets beaten, but he's like, no, I'm fine. What are you talking about? And then in the Chunin exams, he fights the Chunin lady, the one that used to be one of his apprentices.
Uncle.
Yes.
Uncle.
And like she like tries to use a sealing jutsu, and he like just looks at him. So I feel like there's a thing where he's got sustainability of himself, where you can do as much as you can, but he's fine, and he'll just keep chipping away at you. That's my thoughts of Orochimaru when it comes to his attacking style. That's how I
All
see.
right. To put it
He should have
into
been a honey badger then. I think like that should have been his power.
Hey, if he was a honey badger, he would have been too OP, dog. Honey badger don't play, man. Honey badger
Honey
is
Badger doesn't as the saying goes, Honey Badger doesn't give a fuck. Oh, doesn't give a
hey,
shit.
bruh.
Holds a grudge for days, dog.
But I just wanted
But
to.
it has such a cute name. This is weird.
Oh yeah, no.
It has the cutest name, but like it is not the cutest thing. Like Buckmeister, I will send you a video about this thing called Stoffel the honey badger. Like menace to society, bruh. Menace to society.
So it's like Wolverine, basically.
But
When you
it
look
has
at that
one-
thing, it's like, oh, but then it'll claw your eyes out.
No.
No, think about it's a Wolverine. Think about a hard-headed Wolverine that wants all the smoke all the time.
Fun fact: Wolverines and
They're
Honey
actually
Badgers.
family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the same family. So fun
Mm.
fact. But it's just that Wolverines are the bigger ones,
Yeah.
and then the Honey Badgers smaller.
Mhm.
But
Mm.
Honey Badgers had to deal with Wolverines have to deal with bears and like what the f. But Honey Badgers are like continuously take on snakes, lions.
Hedgehogs, dog.
The same family with the skunks and
Yep.
And yeah, skunk.
makes sense.
There's another one I'm missing.
Beavers.
No,
Beavers.
Beavers.
No, not beavers.
It's The ones that eat.
So basically, they just had great PR. They got
The ones
great
that
PR
eat
team.
snakes. What do you call them again? Mongoose. There you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
the crap out of
So you see that whole family basically it's they're the smoke family. We want smoke.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm saying basically they had great PR and the snakes in them just had bad PR, because now when I think of snakes, I'm thinking deadly dangerous. When I think honey badgers, it's like Looney Tunes, like there's cartoons,
Yeah.
something going on in my
Oh,
head.
but that has to do with
I think the
genetics.
name just also threw people off. So
Yeah,
they've never really
Adam was raised
associated. Yeah, but because
for
honestly,
animals. It's like,
honey badger should. The only reason it's called a honey badger is because it loves honey. Honey is its main source of food. That's
No,
why it's called
no,
a
it's
honey
not. It's
badger.
not. It's not. Not actually.
No, it eats everything, but like that's
Yeah,
that's where the name comes from.
it's the only animal in Africa that will go straight towards the honeycomb, and given the fact that they try to take the honeybee and the African bee and mix it with genetically splice it with the European one to see what happened, and they created what they call killer bees, just to show just how aggressive our bees
Why
are.
would they do that? Jesus.
human beings.
Orochimaru,
Human beings are
Hey,
Orochimaru.
Orochimaru.
Humans are Orochimaru, dog.
So
snake bites.
Like, no, Earth is too peaceful. It's too peaceful. We need to do something. Let's cause chaos. Let's do something.
I
Let's
don't
take this
want
crazy
peace. I
bee
want
and make it
problems.
worse.
Always
Always.
humanity.
It's like Vandal
That's
Savage.
why like
Vandal
everyone, like
Savage.
that's why people are panicking about AI. Everybody's talking about, oh, it's taking over the art industry. It's like, Papa, Skynet. That's what we need to worry about. Imagine these robots now have 100% accuracy and they don't miss every time.
Out of nowhere, the moment I worry is when I hear the words "my logic's undeniable." That's when I know it's over. Like,
Yeah. I'm saying, like, it's like Vandal Savage. You know, Vandal Savage had conquered so many wars, has saved the world so many times. By the time he got bored, he's like, okay, I'm gonna take over the world now. I've conquered, so who
I've
can
saved you
stop?
so many times. I think I need to cash in on my rewards
I mean,
right
yeah.
now.
A side note before we go into a full-on tangent, I just wanted to say there was
Oh,
this one
before.
computer. Yeah.
I was
Okay,
about to
before
say
we go
before.
further, before we go further, what's this? I was just about to say there was this one story I heard about where a computer literally switched itself off because it was designed to like improve the environment, and it like calculated that if it improved, like the only way it could improve the environment is by switching itself off. And then there was another one where these two computers started talking to each other in a language nobody understood, none of the developers, anything, so they had to shut it down. So it's just like, I don't know how many movies they have to make. I don't know how many times we have to see like robots take over the planet to be like, maybe this is not a good idea.
Now, one way or another, humanity will learn its lesson, I guess.
I wonder if like Scott.
I don't think we will.
With,
I don't think we will. Like
who
we've
was the
literally
director
been
for
repeating the
Terminator?
same mistakes.
Scott
James
Ridley.
Cameron.
Ridley Scott. Oh,
No, James Cameron.
Oh, he was. Yeah, Ridley Scott was Alien, right? Yeah, James Cameron. I wonder if James Cameron is just looking at all these guys and go, I told you, I made movies about this. What
He's
is
having nightmares every time. It's like he falls asleep. I found this AI generated image of you. Ah!
Okay.
Guys, what do you think the Navi are about? You guys are only catching up to Terminator. The Navi! You guys are so late. I'm worried about the Navi already.
Yeah, the sky people.
Is that why he's trying to find some? Is that why he's trying to find like somewhere to live under the water? Because he stays living in the submarine. Maybe he's figured out the robots can't get into the water, and he's like, I'll find Atlantis. I'll live there. It's fine. Hopefully,
Anyway,
Namor doesn't trip out.
Back
Speaking
to our
of
regular
water
schedule
style.
program.
Speaking of water style, so you guys spoke about Jiraiya and Naruto.
Yeah, they just met by the hot springs. They just met Naruto by the hot springs.
So he just knocked out Ibisu, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a bad teacher. Ibisu was trash.
We just, you know what? These guys are busy giving him his praise. It's like he's a good Jonin teacher, guys. We mustn't treat him.
He's
like
an elite teacher. He was prejudiced against
No,
Naruto,
I think
he
it's
was.
a genin teacher, but it's just that, okay, guys, don't forget that Naruto's an idiot. Like, don't forget that part. But also, I think it's not easy. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's that easy to pick up where someone had started, like in training wise. because when Jiraiya came, obviously Jiraiya has more experience. So when he came, he had to also suss out how far Naruto has gotten in terms of his chakra control, everything, you know. But with Ibisu, I mean, he's busy teaching your Konohama rules and stuff like kids, like people that are younger, way younger than Naruto, you know.
And don't forget, Naruto had the seal on him, which was disrupting his chakra flow, so
Oh
he couldn't form
yes,
chakra properly. So it's
that's
not
one
like
of
he
the
was
first things
actually.
that Jiraiya witnessed, right?
Yeah, he realized Naruto couldn't collect chakra properly. So
And
as much
I
as
also
much as
like
we want to hate on him, let's remember who he was teaching and what he was up against.
I just like the way he figured it out and then he just helped him sort it out. It's like, oh, kid, do this. This.
Hey, dog, knock him out fast. No warning, nothing. Like, fuck.
No. Me, I have beef with the issue because basically it was that whole. He had an attitude with a kid that didn't even know that he had this thing inside of him,
Hey, yeah.
and then like beef. And then, like that's the thing people don't understand about Naruto. Like they don't show it as much. I mean, they do. They do go into the backstory, but I'm saying that was 12 years of everybody hates you, and it's not your fault. Like you didn't even know, and you don't even know why.
We were talking
And you have
about
no idea why.
we were talking about it earlier about how the third Okage was watching that on DSTV. Just 12 years of everyone hating him, just watching on the crystal ball. Like,
I don't blame the third for it. My blame goes towards Danzo. Because Danzo told the village, yeah, everybody, this is the new Nine Tails. It's basically Danzo exaggerated that he's like, this is the Nine Tails incarnate. Everything that you ever hated, it's in this kid.
Which,
But
but still,
I think Buckmeister.
your headsets. I think
Oh,
there's a
can you
bit.
hear me?
not just that. Remember,
Yeah.
But I think there was some interruption because it was on desk or something. Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine now. Yeah.
just that. Remember, a lot of people were like victims of the beast attack. Even Tsunade's assistant, the boyfriend, Tsunade's assistant.
Shizune, yeah.
Yes,
Shizune.
the uncle was Tsunade's ex-boyfriend, and the ex-boyfriend's sister was killed in the beast attack. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone has like connections to the massacre of the beast attack.
Yeah, because the other thing is that people need to remember, other like Jinjuriki, they were experiments. Like people were trying to control this thing, and then somebody died in the experimentation of what was happening.
Right.
The nine-tailed fox dropped in the middle of the city where no one was prepared for it and took out like thousands.
Yeah. I mean, it's tail alone, dog. It's one tail alone did damage, I'm sure.
And remember, not to skip ahead, but also after Kurama gets free of the like Uchiha control, he decides, I'm sick of these humans. Like I'm so tired of being controlled. I'm so gonna blow up everything.
Nah, but he been sick of the humans.
Oh yeah.
He been sick of us.
So I'm just saying, I'm saying Naruto's childhood, in a sense, people always be like, he didn't have it that bad, and I'm like,
the child was starving to death. Now that's why you said it's Danzo's fault, and I do agree. Danzo has like 90% blame, but knowing all that and seeing it in his crystal ball, this man did nothing.
Yeah, he did nothing.
I think this is why Sarutobi had Asuma had a problem with his dad. Like, yo, dad, like you're too passive, dog. Yo,
I mean, again, dude came out of retirement, and on top of that, like you have to walk the line of dictatorship, because remember, Hokage is not a dictator.
right.
They don't have unilateral control. So now if they start making rules specifically for people to love and respect Naruto, people are gonna want to put 2 and 2 together, and they're gonna be like, "Hey,
We're
not saying love and respect Naruto. We're just saying look after the damn kid. Like make sure he's eating. Make sure he's eating. Like get him some clothes. You know, something.
There's a bunch of orphans, my guy. There's a bunch of orphans. Remember, it's not Naruto alone."
It's like Dumbledore.
fine.
Dumbledore didn't give a crap about her.
And he was taking care of them. I mean, I remember a vivid memory of Iruka crying over the grave of his parents, and this man came to console him.
Yeah.
But he also galvanized Iruka to console Naruto. So checks and balances.
I should have done more. if he needed to cover it up, he could have opened up an orphanage, like do something,
But
and
you
then
know
put
what I'm
Naruto in there.
noticing?
But
But then Naruto would have been getting beat on by the other kids in the orphanage. Like you're the reason I don't have a father.
I think I realized that heavy is the crown, man. Because it seems like even when Naruto became Hokage, which is way later on, his own son was like, "Yo, where you at? What are you?" So I feel like
that one doesn't.
yeah,
make
but
sense.
that doesn't make sense.
Did Naruto become Hokage? What? Where?
No,
Because-
at the end of Naruto, we see him as Okage, and then after that, it just stops. We don't. There's no story.
Really? I don't remember that episode. Maybe I should just check those last few episodes of the manga.
Yeah, that's where it happens.
That's
After
the
that,
actual-
Because all I remember is there's this gorgeous fan fiction of how Naruto should have looked like as an adult, and he is so handsome, and his hair is so awesome,
He has a
and
beard.
you're like, wow, this man's grew up. Even Sasuke was like, no, that's my man.
anyway, let's continue, guys. So basically, the seal is it's whatever.
well, I mean, so we get
remove.
So what's this? Ibisu gets knocked out. And he's probably playing dead because Jiraiya said, "I'm taking over here." Because I think Jiraiya was always going to take Naruto as a student. He was just looking for the right time. Also, like I know people like to be like, "Where was Jiraiya?" He was like, "Dog, tracking Orochimaru and the Akatsuki." Like I don't understand where people are just like,
You
"Where
had
was
the hardest
Kakashi?"
mission.
It's like, where was Kakashi during Naruto growing up? It's like completing 1,164 missions or whatever, because he was like the top level Jonin, and he
And
still
trying
had
to
to
recover
train
from
other kids.
PTSD.
And and all of that stuff. I'm just like, you guys are expecting a lot of these guys who are busy trying to keep the village safe from people who can literally destroy it. But anyway, and then after that, that's when he basically they have the whole transformation shenanigans, and then Jiraiya finally decides to train Naruto.
Yeah, because I think he was training him summoning jutsu.
Yeah,
Summoning the toads and stuff, right?
yeah.
Tadpoles.
That's when he decides to teach him that.
Yeah, he was summoning tadpoles.
Imagine.
Hey man, gotta start somewhere.
No, what I find funny is like, imagine you're just a tadpole minding your own goddamn business.
Poof.
In a pool of water, trying to like, when I grow up, I'm going to be poof.
Meanwhile, Privy Sage is like looking over girls by the river while he's teaching this kid how to summon tadpoles. But also, didn't he do that?
Heavy Sage is the
What do you call
embodiment of what happens when there's an ADHD teacher. You will hyper focus on the things that matter most, and you just give your student enough homework to keep him busy.
Yeah.
Like, take that stick and run up the hill.
Fetch. But also,
Hey, but shout out to Mr. Ero Senin. At least he's not Orochimaru. He's not what's this? Why am I forgetting Roshi? There we go. I don't know why I blanked. He's not Roshi. You know, he doesn't touch. At least like
Oh yeah. But like, what was that? Is it a seal where you bite your thumb and then you?
No. So basically, what happens is that what's this on the scroll? You're supposed to put your blood, and then you're supposed to write
It's a
your name.
contract.
It's a contract.
Oh yeah.
So when you can weave the signs, it takes blood to summon, but then when you can weave the signs, then you can just use the blood and summon whenever.
Oh, okay.
Membership. Yeah.
Which is wild because
Membership.
it's just like anime makes it feel like we can just bite through your thumb or through like Attack on Titan. They just make you believe people can bite through their hands.
No. Attack on Titan, they actually made fun of that because there is a scene where Levi tells his comments, bite your hands, see what happens.
Yeah.
And then like they all bite, but no blood came out. And like, you see what this man is doing. In Naruto land, I watch him. Everybody has got the most powerful bite force.
I think this is actually when I started watching Naruto for real, because I remember that's when like Jiraiya threw him in some.
Hey, I love that episode. I love that episode so much.
Hey, that was crazy, man. That was crazy.
But I don't want to
he
like.
sued
The first
the
time I saw it, I
kid.
was like, "This is witchcraft." I'm watching witchcraft. Like,
I was like, oh,
I
okay,
told
so
you guys.
he's Piccolo now. We're back to Piccolo days. Piccolo education styles.
As he was busy flying down, Gohan was like, "Best time."
I've been there, dog. I've been there. You need someone to talk to, call me.
Yeah, but at least
Like,
he
oh,
finally,
you've also got hidden powers. Oh, okay.
he finally summoned it. What's that frog's name again?
Lord
Gamabunta.
Gamabunta.
Gamabunta
Gamabunta.
sama.
Gamabunta was
Sama.
Man,
pissed, dog.
Who
Jirai,
the
what
hell?
the hell is going on? Why
Like,
am-
why are you summoning me in the middle of a gorge? Like, what is going
dog,
Bro.
And I love how Naruto was so humble the first time. He was like, "Nah, I was falling. I needed some help, so thank you for helping me out." And then Gamabunta just starts trashing him, and Naruto's like, "Yewen,
I will
you
not
listen
get
to
off
it."
your head. I will be the biggest headache of your life. Try me. Try me right now. See what happens. The Nine Tails where everyone's like, boy.
Yeah, but
That was hilarious.
that was
That
awesome.
was an insane episode, bro. Because like you literally been training this guy for like a day or two, and you
That was
already
a lot
want
of
him to.
episodes. Before that episode, that was like what, 3, 4 episodes?
Yeah, but I think in the time, okay, maybe I got my timeline wrong, but still, it was less than a week, and you expect him to go from. Because remember, Naruto's chakra control was average.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was below average. It got better as the show progressed, but his chakra control at that time was below average.
Oh, yeah.
So one of the reasons he was failing at the Ninja Academy is he had poor chakra control.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons he had that poor chakra control because he didn't know that he had the QB thing. So his chakra was just in and out mixing. So he'd have like too much. He'd use too much chakra for a jutsu and it would explode, or he'd use too little and it wouldn't form. So it was only now when he was teaching, when Ibisu started to teach him that he was learning proper chakra control. And then when Eros,
No, I mean there was the tree climbing exercise. There was the
yeah,
tree
but
climbing
yeah,
exercise.
but that one was more determination than actual thought.
No, I mean Kakashi did explain it, and like Naruto and
Yeah.
Sasuke, they brute force it the whole way. But basically, he did
Yes.
explain that the theory is that if you can control it and walk up the tree, you should be able to master any jutsu theoretically.
Yeah.
And then the water one is supposed to be a higher version of that, which means that now your chakra control is like S tier. So like it's B
Yeah.
tier for the tree because the tree is like a solid object, and then it's S tier on the water because
Yes.
water is not solid. It's always doing its
Every-
thing.
Moving. Yeah.
You have to adjust. It's about adjustment, maintenance. Yes.
So yeah, that's what it's basically. So it just teaches you to little more, little too much, little more.
Guys, I don't know. Do you guys like the more we talk about Naruto or breaking it down? Don't you guys often think Masashi Kishimoto is a fripping genius, dog? How does he come up with these things?
It's world building.
Look, I think he's great. There's things where it's just like Isan, but I think he's fantastic in terms of a power system and in terms of world building because he kept it simple and then he kept it specific, if you understand what I'm saying. Like
It's not
all the bases, of
Hunter is probably the hardest, the most complicated.
that one you need
gives me a headache.
Yeah.
that one you need a doctorate. Man, you need a doctorate.
Because I was about to
understand
say,
what's going on
remember,
there.
Naruto's basically it's based on law, so he's got something to
a
look at.
foundation.
He's
Right.
a foundation. He can look at ninjas, and then you can add a little Harry Potter magic here, making fire, making thingy. So, but he had a solid foundation on where to work from.
Yeah.
It's still genius. I'm not discrediting.
I feel bad for Sakura because if in the world of Nen, Sakura would be the strongest person, but in the world of Naruto, she's trash. Because yes, you're the only person in the tuning exams that can answer every single question, but it doesn't matter. Because brute force.
Hunter x Hunter doesn't care about smarts. Come on, let's not play that game.
I just saw
not.
I just saw Buckmaster's eyebrow hit the ceiling. I've never seen it arch so high in my entire life.
I literally did. I almost did the rock. I did the rock now. It's like
He was like Sakura praise.
Is it because you say? Is it because Gon has to use like a fishing rod?
He has to use a strange thing, but can you imagine it in a world where Gon has to go up against in Paradise Island? What is the bomb guy's name again?
I forgot. I know who you're Blondie.
But that's dead. Anyone in Naruto is dead in 10 minutes against that guy, dude. Like the system you have to use in that is way more detailed and way more what can you say? It would be too advanced for them to almost understand. Whereas you need
Wait,
brute
is this
force.
is
Here's
this
the thing. Here's the thing that I'm saying. That
Yeah.
world does not it does not reward people like the way you're describing. It did not reward people that way because Kurapika, once he did his contract thing, anybody that was in the Phantom Troop was getting wrecked. Leorio was probably the smartest in that crew, and he's like the weakest. like there's like
Yes,
like Leorio has all the
levels of
smarts.
sacrifice. Because of levels of sacrifice. Karipa, what's her face decided that he's going to say it again?
Kurapika.
Yeah,
Kurapika.
Kurapika.
There we go. Well, decided he's going to sacrifice his life, which is the highest sacrifice you can make. No one makes that sacrifice for a specific thing. So big sacrifice, small target, and that beats everything. That's why it was so good. It's
No,
a bit
I get that, but
fate,
what I'm saying
okay?
is like if we look at Gon and we look at Killua, right? The things that they were doing, like other people were supposedly smarter than them, but there was no way that they were getting outclassed. Like, was this Gon his Nen control after he learned Nen? He basically shot up in power. Like it was a shonen at that point. Like that all that
And
regular
is that a Kamehameha or is that
Hey,
a
no, I'm saying like the teacher was looking at his other student like, bro, you're not them. Just sit down.
I know that
I know
kid-
you have your
that
karate gi. I'm sorry, but it
That
doesn't
kid-
matter.
No, but you
Yes,
also even remember that
that
the
means
teacher even said like teaching Gon and Kulua Nen could literally be dangerous or it could be bad or good because they caught on so fast and
Yes.
the instincts to get it they were so quick. He was like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing teaching these guys because good lord, these guys are catching this thing way
Because
too fast.
that kid was
Notice
already
how
a student and he was
eerily
threatened.
silent I am because I've not watched a single episode of Hunter x Hunter.
We need to
Go on, kids. Go on.
Do
Yay.
yourself that favor. Do yourself that favor. You will not regret it.
I thought it was fine. I thought it was all right. But like the other thing I'm saying is like it goes to the point where Gon is intimidating Nen masters at the age of 12, and I'm like, but wait, what?
Yeah, no, I think we need to review it. By the time we get that level, trust me, you'll be like, wait, what did I just watch?
No, you need to actually read the manga. I feel like that's the best experience outside of the ants, outside of the ants. But otherwise, in terms of the manga, I feel like it's truly fantastic. I recommend it.
Ever since
Anyway,
I
all I'm
saw the
saying is, like-
Hisoka, I just thought maybe it's not for me. I'm not ready to be disgusted of humanity altogether yet. But
Man.
That's
I-
Hunter. That's Hunter R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Hisoka.
I love how people were trying to defend it and they were just like, no, he's looking at their muscles. It was like, yeah, he's really eyeing them glutes. He's all about that gluteus maximus for some
I mean,
reason.
he literally said, "Should
The
I
little
finish?"
boy-
He's like, "Can I finish him?" It's like, "Finish him by what do you mean?" And then somebody said the hand action implies that he means sexually. It's like, oh god.
Yeah, full PD.
No, I mean, there is a scene where he's like, "Oh, Gon, you're getting so strong. I can't believe it. I can't wait to devour you when you're at your biggest." And it's like, oh, and I was like, whoa.
Wash me of this
That's
image.
why I still think Orochimaru would be like, no ways, dog. You are taking it way too far, my guy. You know what I mean? Like, no.
He bit a neck. I'm
Uh,
sorry. He put mouth to neck. Like he does.
Orochimaru
more
would have
root
been like, my nigga. Like,
Well, the moment Hisoka saw mouth to neck, he would have been like, oh.
Okay.
oh.
Before
Remember that
this-
scene in
before this video gets
in
blocked,
Seven Deadly
we
Sins?
Can we just go back to Naruto, please?
Okay, before we go,
Look, I
remember that
wasn't the
scene?
one. I want the records to show that I wasn't the one who threw everything past the PG mark. Okay,
Okay.
I was the pure one.
Anyway.
Before we go there, last tangent. Remember that scene in Seven Deadly Sins when Ban and Melodious meet up? That would have been Hisoka and Orochimaru.
Yeah, they blew up an entire building.
Just playing. That was so crazy. Okay, back to Naruto.
Okay. So yeah,
So-
he summons the toad. Forgot his
The
name.
Toad Lord.
Lord
Gamabunta.
Gamabunta.
And then what happens? He just hops around.
No, so
Yeah, no,
basically,
no,
Naruto says
so-
that, okay, so basically what happens is Gamabunta jumps up,
Yes.
and now, like, because Naruto's like, you go and respect me, I'm your master, jumps up, Naruto falls down. So then Gamabunta's like, you can't even stay on my head, chief. So what's this business of you, my master? Oh, I'm just gonna go off. I haven't been in the world. I'm gonna go get some me time. And Naruto's like, oh, so that's the game. I'm gonna stay on your head the whole day. I'm not going anywhere. And then Gamabunta's like, Sharp, you saw? And tries to do everything to take this. It takes him underwater, takes him into the sky,
Oh,
takes
yeah.
him into the forest. It's basically whatever it takes to get Naruto off of his head, because like Gamabunta's petty. He's like, dog, I'm like thousands of years, I'm like old and everything. Why am I? But I can't lose to this kid. This kid is
Yeah.
annoying me.
But also, like, I don't know who amongst us said that they would prefer being in the Naruto universe. Imagine minding your own business. This
A
cute ass
gigantic frog just kept stopping
No,
plans in
you
front of
need to be in the Naruto universe with plot armor. If you don't have plot armor, chief,
Straight up.
it's one of the worst universes to be in. If you are fought a ninja,
You're gonna
oh
be-
my god.
Like the worst. And look, and if you don't have plot armor, hopefully be a 10-10 where you're just there, but nothing really happens to you. You are
Yeah,
just
that's it.
living.
The plot
You know, you are
Oh
saved.
wow, no. What are the odds? I mean, we've got a strange snake man abducting kids and taking over his bodies. We've got this another strange old man with lots of eyes and on an arm who's also abducting many other kids and turning them into super soldiers. We've got one. It's a terrible world to be an orphan in the Naruto universe. Don't be orphaned.
No, don't be born. Because remember, chief, people who have parents are still going to go to the ninja academy. And what are you
Just
gonna do there?
Yeah, can you imagine you're a store owner, right? You own a McDonald's in Naruto universe, right? It's a quiet day. Then in the distance you hear Shingo Tensei.
Shinra Tensei.
And then suddenly you're next to Jesus and you're like, what happened?
Child, if I told you that, and then what makes it worse? You're busy chilling with you're about to go into the afterlife, getting used to their day, like, I'm dead now. Oh, grandmama, zoop, back to the world of the living. Like, what the fuck?
And my store is
I think
still
so.
Shingo Tensei.
And your store's gone, your stock is gone. Gohle go vaile fela.
I honestly think at that point you'd be apathetic. You'd just be like, would you like fries with that? Or
No, hey, Ichiraku Ramen Sensei, he showed us, bro. Like he set up after Pain came through, he still set up shop afterwards.
oh, one of that guy and the cabbage guy and Avatar the Last Airbender. Those niggas are hustlers for days, though.
Let me
Okay,
tell you
yeah.
something. Let me
Dude
tell you
was like,
something.
hey, village
If
got
I was-
destroyed, but you can still get this ramen.
If I was in that village and I died and I got back, who's watched Ice Age 2? I think it was Ice Age 2,
Yeah.
where
Let me remember it.
where the rodent gets killed, where the rodent dies basically, and he sees himself going to the pearly gates and the nuts everywhere, and he's like, sees the biggest acorn he's ever seen in his life, and he's busy twirling in the like.
Okay, I remember that scene.
And then just as he's about to touch, he gets brought back to life, and it's like, I saved you, buddy. I was like, who does to bring my back?
That's why I like the Incredibles, the first Incredibles, because this guy, he wants to, okay, let me say he wants to self-delete, right?
Unalive himself.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he jumps off a building, and then Mr. Incredible saves him. He sues Mr. Incredible. He says, "Who told you to save me, dog? Like I didn't want to be saved." Like, and because of that, the government actually says no more superheroes. Like y'all just become normal civilians, get jobs and stuff. Because you guys are saving people that don't want to be saved.
Don't save her.
Which
You
is
don't wanna be
wild
saved,
because
don't
I'm just
save
like,
him.
Mr. Incredible just saw a person falling. So he's thinking, jiggy, jiggy, maybe the guy tripped, somebody pushed him. I
Yeah.
gotta do my thing. Continue.
It's like, why did you do that? I didn't want your help.
That's why there's this wonderful comic, this wonderful Superman comic where he stops a lady from killing herself the same way. He doesn't go and jump after her. He just sits there the whole damn day.
Yeah.
And she keeps on telling him, like, you could be saving people's lives out there. It's like, yeah, I could, but right now it's
Yeah.
about you.
Yeah, I'm here, Chief.
Okay,
Anyway.
back. We're tangenting again.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
we
Whose fault
tangented
is that?
A lot today, like
I was
yo.
going to talk about Homelander. Yeah, go back to the tangent.
Now Homelander. Oh my god. Anyway. Yeah, back
I
to
actually need to watch that.
yeah. Okay, now we're
Speaking-
really gonna tangent. No.
Speaking about
Okay.
Homelander, I just want
No,
to
no,
say,
no.
I
Okay,
can't
let's come
wait.
back. Let's come back. Let's come back.
Hold on. Let me just finish my sentence. I just can't wait for the intro dialogues he's going to have between him and Liu Kang in the MK1.
Oh yeah, he's a playable character now, right?
He's going to
Yeah.
be. He hasn't been released yet.
And I think Omni-Man is already in there as well.
He's already there.
Yep, he's there.
Sucks.
Mortal
But
Kombat is just basically using everybody now. I think the Terminator is there, Chuck Norris is there. Like, what the hell?
yeah, Terminator, Chuck Norris,
Rambo
the
is there, my
alien,
guy.
Yeah.
the alien Predator, Rambo. I
Warner
could go on.
Bros. There's money everywhere, bro. Warner Bros. Is out here got that Lego money. I don't know, man.
Okay, so back to it.
Yes.
Yeah. So after that, then Gamabunta softens up on Naruto, takes him to the hospital. He says a bunch of stuff where I'm just like, but then why were you so salty that Naruto summoned you? But okay, it's fine.
Yeah, but he proved himself. I
And
guess.
we see a small scene with Kakashi and Sasuke. Because I mean, they were off screen. They were training off screen, where he's basically like learning the Chidori. Meanwhile, this guy's busy summoning big ass frogs. You're learning like a lightning technique. But anyway,
Let's not talk trash about the Chidori. That thing looks fire, man.
no, it's awesome.
Like,
It's awesome. It's loud.
Oh, yeah.
But
No,
like,
that's
like,
what
the
I,
reason,
that's
the reason I'm
my
saying this.
issue with the Chichori. It's a
No.
they call it an assassination technique, but it's
The
so
reason-
loud, dude. I will hear that thing from like 10 kilometers
Then
away.
they-
What are you talking about?
The reason I'm saying this is knowing what Gaara is gonna do in the future versus the Chidori, my man. But anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, right, with the Chidori, right? Basically, when you're pumping it to be the attack that it's like, the thing is, like, Kakashi can use that, like, basically when he's, Kakashi, he can use that thing instantly.
Yeah.
Like, so if he's running up towards you and you have some sort of impenetrable defense, he doesn't have to do the hand signs and all of the, like, he did that for Zabuza because he was flexing. He was like, yeah, I want to show you how cool this thing is before you die. Even Zabuza, when he was dying, he was like, this thing looks cool. Yeah, bro. Like, he's holding the chakra in his hand.
I even forgot that he's about to die for a second.
He turned
No,
into
he
a
was
hype
just glad. Like, I can't believe I'm gonna die to such a cool attack. Yeah, that's so awesome. Finish me off, bro.
I think he even looked at the dogs. He was like, bro.
Oh,
I think
yeah, I was gonna
he
say.
looked at the dogs. He looked at the dogs and he was like, bro, are you checking this shit? Like,
That's
he's
what
holding, like, bro. I know you biting me, but like, bro, are you seeing
Can I just mention about the dogs? I didn't know if I was there or not. No, I wasn't, but is it me or was one of the dogs biting between Zabuza's legs?
Aye, man. Wabana, you see, guys, let's go. Let's continue. Let's not answer that question. We don't want to get cancelled, right? Let's continue. Check out the manga. Check out the manga. Check out the manga.
You brought up soccer like
Check out the scene on
Question. I know something. This is a question. About Gaara.
Guys,
Speaking of Gaara, did Gaara already have the ultimate defense, or did he learn that in the gap between?
No, he already had it. He's always had it.
So he just left it out. You guys know what I mean with the ultimate defense, right? You know what I mean?
Like, are you talking about the sand armor?
No, when he fights the bone guy, he uses that like thingamajiggy. Did he have that always, or did he learn it later?
No. That's later, but that's Sasuke
Did
retrieval
he
arc.
learn it later? That's what
Yeah, he learned it later because remember now he like basically the way he used the sand before, it was basically just purely out of destruction. Like he never actually focused on defense because his defense was always automatic. And then when he came in, he became more balanced of a person, so he learned more.
So using the freezer excuse. He's using the freezer excuse. You know that I've never actually trained before. So now that I'm actually training for the first time,
It's different though because they actually, it's in the rules of Naruto. Frieza breaks the rules of Dragon Ball Z. Like you can't tell me now because he can do a push-up, he's a god now.
I've actually hit the gym for the first time in my life.
No, I'm saying Frieza, he breaks all the rules because they never, like, basically they said that this is as strong as he could get and this is what he was going to be and he was supposed to be that. And then he came 4 months later, 4 months, and now he's met guys who've been fighting their entire lives. This guy was dead since the Frieza saga. Now he came back, Dragon Ball Super, Jiggy Jiggy, he's gold, and now he's a god. And then he meditated in hell, came back, and now he's mastered his god powers. I'm like, okay, you don't care.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, you guys seen the bridge? Have you guys seen the bridged?
Yeah.
Remember that line that Vegeta used against Cell? Where Vegeta beats pre-perfect Cell? And then the bridge I trained all day, and you're like, oh!
No, how did you get this strong? How?
Yes.
Why? How did you become this strong? I trained all day yesterday. You think you're being cute, bitch?
I'm
I'm strong.
adorable. No, my favorite one is when he saw Piccolo fighting Frieza in the second form, and he's like he could barely hold himself against on Earth, and then he's like, but now he's fighting Frieza in his second form. He's like, either Frieza's hit me so hard that I'm in a parallel universe, or power levels are bullshit.
But can you imagine if Frieza was a Saiyan and he was Goku and Vegeta had to catch up to that?
Right.
Good lord,
Never
I
gonna
traded
happen.
Vegeta for this. Still
Yeah.
one of my
Okay,
favorite
guys.
lines ever.
Anyway,
Literally,
back to it.
we have spoken. We are on almost an hour. We've probably spoken about Naruto for 10 minutes, and we've been tangenting for the rest of the hour.
Whose fault is that? I'm so glad I am the voice of reason in this episode. Everybody has been looking at me like this. Ever since that other episode where
Okay.
I wasn't there and it was the shortest episode you'll ever upload it. Everybody's been looking at it like, okay, so we know who the guilty one is, right?
This is definitely your fault, bro.
How is that my fault? How is it my fault?
All right. So moving on then. What's this? Yeah. Then we basically going to the final rounds of the tuning exams, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I don't think we're not leaving.
Wait. Which drama? Which drama are we missing?
Tuberculosis guy dies. Remember? The guy that's been coughing the whole series.
Oh,
he
yeah,
dies.
Oh yeah. Because he was spying on the sand Jonin and Kabuto.
Yeah.
And then he tried to do, hey, that's what I'm talking about. Like these Jonin, unimpressive because I'm like, dog, I'm looking at it. I'm like, anybody of the rookie 9 could have taken on that guy. That Sand Jonin was not that special. Like Shikamaru, Choji, even Ino, I'm saying I feel like she could do something. This guy, Moon Crescent technique. Moon Crescent, off screen, dead. I was like,
Because I think at this time they were just giving us like a huge backstory about Gaara, his mom,
Yes.
all that stuff.
And then also we get to see Gaara body that dumbass who tried to kill him with the sound thing
Yes.
in the middle of the night. And I'm just like,
It's
bruh,
about time.
have you not seen anything of this guy? Like, why would you want to one-on-one? Why would you want to 1v1 Gaara?
Yeah, but around this time, Gaara
Yeah,
was
I can see this
creepy.
guy.
And this is where Gaara was starting to lose it as well.
Yeah.
Remember, I think he went. Is this no? This is after the. Okay, this is after the fights.
No, in that week he went after Rock Lee, if I'm correct. In that week.
Yeah. He tries to kill Rock Lee.
Yeah.
And then basically Shikamaru and Naruto step in to try and stop him, but they just got lucky that basically he decided, okay, I'm going home, because like nobody in that room would have been able to stop Gaara at that point.
Because security is trash. Yeah.
Who's against Gaara? Who? Jonin have been trying to kill that man since he was like 6 years old, and they've been failing. Which Jonin do the Leaf Village gods? Outside of like Kakashi and Might Guy, and Asuma Sensei, maybe like that's.
You gotta watch. That's your job, surveillance, dog. It reminds you. Remember when those niggas from Orochimaru show up and try to catch Sasuke? They just show up They just show up in front of Sasuke. 5 niggas, and it's like, but how?
They ninjas, bro. They trained Orochimaru. But I'm saying, Rob, Orochimaru was sitting right next to the third Hokage, and Sarutobi didn't know nothing.
Yes, you're right.
He was right there talking to him like, hey, I'm the Kazekage, we chilling, everything's cool. And he's like, Kazekage, you look healthy today. What's going on? And nobody knew nothing, bro. Like, they were the real ninjas.
Even the sand dudes didn't know. Like they knew the dude's mannerisms and things. They didn't notice anything.
Can we be honest and just say for this part of the season, the ninjas were ninjering?
Hey.
For a show about ninjas.
Because we look at Naruto, we forget that this is a show of ninjas and infiltration, all of that stuff. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, does the civilian president show up to that event as well? Doesn't he?
Yeah. Lando.
The daimyo.
The daimyo.
What I'm saying is, if I were him, I'd be like, nah, y'all niggas are trash.
No, but remember also, Orochimaru knew the blueprint. He knew the weak spots. So
he was also a lead ninja, so he had so much intel. There was like no chance.
Yeah.
I
He
get
knew where
that.
to.
No, I get all that. But I'm also understanding for a story that has to do with ninjas. I'd be thinking I'd also give a little more credence to espionage and counter espionage.
Yes.
I'd think like someone would think, oh, Orochimaru was here. He's trying to use the access codes he used 15 years ago. Fortunately, when he left, someone was smart enough to think we should change
Change
these access
passwords.
codes, change these passwords here and here and here, and
Yeah.
then make it look like his passwords worked.
Yeah.
But then when he came in, would know. Someone, trust me, Shikamaru's dad is supposed to be a genius too. Why wasn't he geniusing at this point?
Exactly. Have you guys seen Odyssey? You guys know what Odyssey World is.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that meme of this? Y'all niggas are trash. I know I'm fired, but I want all of you to know you're trash.
That sounds familiar though.
No, I'm
did
saying
you
I
see
think the
that?
thing is though, it's like you have to also remember, right? With what's this? Because he infiltrated the village early, so he infiltrated via the forest of death. So it's very possible, and also he had Kabuto as well, who nobody suspected, who was also again feeding him information on the inside. So even if they had counter espionage, Orochimaru was so cold with his game, he had already set up counter plans to their counter plans.
Yeah, and he grew up in Konoha, so he knows the shortcuts, the routes,
No, but I'm saying outside of
No,
even
but
him,
he's
if they
saying like
tried
even
to
if they
change it.
changed them, Kabuto was still there. Like remember that route A that we were gonna use to go in? It's actually been closed now. We gotta use route C. That's the new route that we can use.
Which brings me to my next point. It's my same argument that I have with Aizen in Bleach, by the way. It's like, yo, yes, he grew up in Konoha.
Rapongi.
Are you telling me nobody has been doing that research on somebody that grew up with their entire lives?
No, I mean, thingy. That's what Jiraiya was doing. Jiraiya was trying to find out what this guy was doing and why he was doing it. He just could never figure out Orochimaru because Orochimaru was.
Yeah, which brings me to the case that Jiraiya is a Goku of the Sun. Why would you send the Goku of the Sun to go up against a genius? Fight me, fans. Fight me. Jiraiya is the Goku of the three Sun. He's the dumbest.
Yeah, you're trying to make him go against Piccolo. Like he's not gonna figure him out.
In a game of intellect. If in a game of fist versus fist, yeah, perfect character, good, yeah, go ham.
What's Date doing? What's his name? Is it Date? The nigga with the scars.
Danzo.
Yeah, he's like the head of the spy division. What was he doing?
Oh no, the root. No, I mean, like he was trying to focus on like gaining control of the Jinchuriki, and he also wanted to be Hokage. And I think he even works with Orochimaru at some stage because Orochimaru gives him Danzo was
Danzo was shady.
The nigga with the scars. Ino's dad.
No, that's Shikadai. You're thinking about Shikadai. No, that Ino's dad is the other guy. I forget his name.
Ino's dad, yeah, is a completely different person.
Yeah, he doesn't have scars. Shikadai is the one that has scars.
Like that's a Cerebro of his own of sorts.
Yes.
I think Masashi just read X-Men. It's like, okay, I'm gonna make Ino's dad use Cerebro.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, let's get back to the end of the Chunin exam. So we get Naruto versus Neji, which is round 1.
Yeah.
And that's where basically, I mean, yeah, that's the first fight. Yeah, it's the first fight. I mean, like some people have.
It's not the first fight. It's not the first fight because remember, wait.
It has to be. It's the first fight
of that round.
Of those final rounds.
Okay. Wait, Naruto doesn't fight first though. Are you saying Shikamaru?
No, Naruto fights first.
No, he can't fight. Oh no, you're right.
Neji.
Yeah,
Neji.
Right. Yes, Naruto versus Naruto does fight first. You're right.
Yeah, Neji. So basically, that's where we get the whole speech about the destiny, and this is where we get the whole Neji was right, and Naruto betrays its own themes, and it's not as good as you remember, and all of that stuff. This is where it spawns from.
That's where Neji also reveals his scar, or I know his mark.
The first mark.
Yeah.
And we know in the manga it looks like, we know what it looks like. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want us to get
Swatch sticker.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you, Bello. But anyway,
you should sort of be goose stepping as we say it.
Guys, who invented this whole thing of backstories during fights. Like, which author started this thing? Because we see it in Bleach, we see it in Naruto, we see it in One Piece. Like, dog, you're telling me your life story was supposed to be fighting now. Let's. It's the tuning exams. People are watching us. You're busy telling me about how, when you were a kid. Like, dog.
Oh yeah, I
Also,
have the answer to that question.
You gotta understand the genius of talk no jutsu. Naruto's like, hey man, I'm not figuring out this guy's Byakugan. Let me get him to talk so I can gather some energy.
You know what I think?
You were saying, come on, Nine Tails, like, Baba, tag in here.
I think it's a reversal of, remember in the past that people used to yell is eagle fist attack. Remember they used to do that?
Yeah.
And that's dumb. So I think what they tried to do is they tried to explain the attack first, and then it kind of expanded in a weird direction where they started over-explaining to the point where they included your backstory as to why the attack is there.
Yeah, like it's a family attack, it's a family style, this and that.
And then it just became worse and worse, and then Naruto just became the embodiment.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's other older manga I believe that have done this.
Yeah,
where they have done the whole giving, like, I know in the Fist of the North Star there was like a fight where like this guy was going into his backstory, like I think it was Rao, like he goes into his backstory of how he had to separate from the Hokuto no Shinken and stuff like that, and basically then Kenshiro gives him his one-liner, the 80s badass line, and does his whole star thing and pokes him and then he dies. I can't remember exactly.
But the thing about these backstories is by the time the guy's done with their backstories, you don't want them to die anymore. You're like, dog, don't kill this guy.
Oh yes, because it's a story.
He just needs a hug. He just needs a hug.
That's kind of the point. I mean, like, if we go back to the Land of Waves, the reason why Haku was so tragic is because once you hear about what happened, you're just like, I know you just maybe bodied Sasuke, but
Please leave him alone. Like,
yeah, like,
I
get a
just
hug.
like
Give him
I
some
just
hot
like the
chocolate.
fact that Haku thought, no, okay, Naruto, you've won, you can kill me now. Then Naruto was just about to punch him in the face and stuff like that, and then it's like, oh, my boyfriend's about to die. Sorry, excuse me.
father figure. Damn it.
I think writing is like technology, right? So when it comes to writing and technology, well, it's a technique to get things done effectively. I think we've evolved past that, which is why I want, at some point I'm going to try and have a discussion about the Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover, and Naruto. I want to ask you guys a question about that, but I think I'll do it later. There's something I want to discuss about that later on, but for now, let's just finish this. But I feel like it's a writing technique where you can exposit effectively, where modern day nowadays what we do is we try and like use the backstories of each characters to like wind together to a climax, whereas them, they reach the climax first and then they wind around, which is, you know what I mean?
right.
They meet the impact and then they start doing the talking.
Which makes more sense in, like, it's more real lifey. I mean, usually it's when you're busy lying there on your deathbed, that's when you can tell your life stories. Like, oh, okay.
Like when Vegeta was crying to Goku, telling him, "Yo, dog, kill this guy. He killed our entire race.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, dog, I'm dying, but yo, please kill this guy."
Yeah.
Don't show mercy, Kakarot. He doesn't deserve it.
Unless
We did everything. We
Yeah.
did everything for him. We did everything he asked for and more.
You
And
took it
what
to the
did he do
guy
to
who
us?
saved your life
Yeah.
He
from
killed
killing,
us.
Krillin, like decapitating you. You're talking about that guy, not to kill to kill this other guy. Good luck, buddy.
No,
Yeah.
but let's face it, those tears are the only reason y'all are standing Vegeta now, but will not get it.
I had Krillin's back. I was like, Krillin, finish him. Remember the Vegeta said,
My boy, right here. You see, this is why Ram and I shouldn't be more often. This is why. The moment he comes, I knew that's something getting common. We may be in the Protoss and the Zerg.
Vegeta haters unite.
Hashtag Vegeta is a.
all I'm saying is, Wiz taught Goku a lesson. You guys have seen Frieza resurrected, obviously, right? Yeah, where Frieza, where Wiz is like, nah, I'm gonna rewind for you so you can do this right.
But you know what? I've been meditating on Dragon Ball Z for a very long time. Had Krillin killed Vegeta, Goku was gonna die for that heart because of that heart disease. Because there was not gonna be any Trunks to come and save him.
There was also going to both Krillin and Gohan would have been dead because Golden would have frozen time and secured them. So
Yeah. So Vegeta had to
He had to be there.
But how could they know that?
I'm just saying, in hindsight.
Actually, there's a thing that we're gonna get to when we get into the later arcs of Naruto, because that's also something that apparently plagues the Naruto fandom all the time because people are debating. But anyway, back to this destiny thing, because I feel like it's a very important thing to touch on. The fight was all right. I don't think it's some of the best choreography. I think it was like decent choreography. I think we get
that fight choreography in the anime was stolen from Cowboy Bebop the movie.
Oh yeah,
When Neji is beating Naruto,
clip, yeah.
it's bar for bar.
It's one for one, yeah.
1-for-1, dog. Stolen.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not the best choreography in Naruto. Like, I think it's like decent. I think like the highlight of this particular arc is still from the last one with Rock Lee and Gaara. I think like that's the But like this one, we remember it because of the philosophical debate.
Yes.
So, and then I think the thing is like I'm team Neji is wrong because simply the series proves that he's wrong. Like, I think everybody is like, oh, Hokage are made and all of that stuff. And because Naruto eventually gets Jesus powers, everybody's like, no, Neji was right. So this is, and it's like, those are two different things. One, those are two different things. Two, Neji's whole point was what you are, you cannot change, which doesn't gel with what the series is, because every villain that we come across are supposed to be these cold-hearted monsters. Naruto talks to them and then they cry, effectively proving that you can change what you are.
Fair
like
enough.
That's the whole point.
And
the whole point of the series is to break the cycle of destiny per se.
And it also points out that Naruto, his argument that nobody changes, I think the biggest fallacy to that is the fact that all the villains changed to become villains. Naruto just brought them back.
Yes, that's true.
So the thing Neji's trying to fight, that they should have been arguing about, his argument was really against that everybody's going to become evil, and Naruto's the one person who stood there and said, no matter how hard you knock me down, I'm not gonna change what my beliefs are. And he's the living proof, because in his entire life he's the only person who's been defending the undefendable.
But I think also, like, the people that are on Neji, like who say Neji was right, don't they realize that Neji also says that he was wrong in the long run? Like,
no, because remember, now they're just like, oh, that's just the story, making the story and what.
I think there's almost religious element to it, because I feel like one of the elements that is involved in the talk no jutsu, right, is there's an element of when the villains are like, I don't want to go too religious, but like the element of like, I've gone too far. Do you know what I mean? And then Naruto proves that no, you haven't. You can still still give yourself and change. Right. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like the Zabuza one is almost one of the best ones. Almost one of the best talk no jutsus is actually one of the first ones, the Zabuza one, where Thingamajiggy, they almost feel like they're beyond redemption, but Zabuza breaks because of Naruto's willingness to like I don't want to go too religious. I want to go like his like strength of like.
Well, I don't even say you need to say it's religion. He's basically saying that, dog, you're a human being. This business of you being a monster, you're faking it. Like, you're making this thing up in your head that you're something that you're not, because you had a hard life.
I think that the thing that irks Neji the most against Naruto is because Naruto continuously and persistently sees the good in people, despite the overwhelming evidence that comes against it. Like, I see you, I see the evil, but there's still good in that man.
No, I mean, like, that's why he lost it when Hinata was just like, bro, you don't need to suffer this anymore. Like, we can change what the Hyuga clan is. We can figure something out. And he's just like, no. But then that's the hypocrisy of Neji, because if he was accepting of his destiny, he wouldn't have tried to have bodied Hinata in the middle of the Chunin exams.
Because he's lashing out. Yeah, he wouldn't lash out.
It was bitterness, though. He was angry there.
Yeah, he was lashing out.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that's the thing. He can't be angry. Like he's angry at his destiny, but then he's telling people to accept the destiny. So it doesn't. It's like that's the brilliance of that character in a sense that what Masashi was doing and what Masashi does well is he can illustrate the hypocrisy of a character like to a T.
Which is hyper realistic, by the way.
Which actually brings up a good question, actually. Have you guys? Okay, so wait, do you guys agree with Naruto? First of all, let me start with that. Like, do you think Naruto is right?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, How to Train a Dragon #2.
The one I hate
is the one that basically argues that no, some niggas need to die. You think about it. It argues some niggas need to die. Because the bad guy there, right, will not be talk no jutsu. Remember? Because he tries to talk no jutsu him, and then the bad guy's like, no. So then he has to kill him. That's one of the main themes.
Yeah.
So now, if you guys, based on Naruto's themes and the Dragon Age, How to Train a Dragon 2 themes, do you think they were wrong to kind of preach that to kids?
No, they were not wrong.
Here's the thing. I think the thing that we need to be careful of is that, I think the thing that we need to be careful of as a society is that what we do is that we don't really ascribe value to life. We kind of ascribe value to things. So in the pursuit of things, people will say, okay, I'm allowed to be this way. And it does take it to a point where you don't have an option. But after that choice has been made, there should be some reflection to be like, how did we get here?
Yeah.
I think that what Naruto does is that it always does this thing of how did we get here? Yeah. So I think if you have the action or you have he had to kill the bad guy said no. But if you don't ever go back into that dude's story to learn how he became this way, you're just going to create space to create another guy like that.
Yeah, 100%.
It's going to continue until we blow ourselves up.
Right.
So I think the power of Naruto. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
That's a wise moment for the day for sure. That's your wise moment for the
finish the
so I'm saying the power of Naruto is to say that even if something is supposed to be even if something is messed up, if we don't investigate, then it's never going to change. And if we investigate, there's a chance that we can take something that's messed up and turn it into something better.
And on to my comment about How to Train Your Dragon 2, I was about to say, Android 16 communicated the same thing better. Because when he told Gohan that some people who words cannot reach.
Yeah.
So
even Alfred said it in The Dark Knight. Some people just want to watch the world burn. There's no talking to this guy.
No,
I'm saying the thing is that what with Naruto is that what he posits the theory is you have to look into it. And even if you can't reach that person, you have to figure out the mentality that made that person what they are. Because if you don't, then you're just going to make another one like that. And
he's probably the number one person who could have easily become that person. You know what I mean?
No, Naruto had every single right and every single excuse to become the biggest villain of all time.
That's one of the biggest memes in the world. You know, have you seen that meme? Like, if I was Naruto and you see Naruto in a Tasky outfit.
No.
And that's one of the biggest memes.
But I think that's the other thing is that's why it was brilliant with Iruka and also Mr. Ichiraku Ramen Sensei with what they did for Naruto. It's there was somebody there to tell him that they weren't there enough, but at least there was somebody there type of thing.
And they were there in the most important parts because if there's one thing people forget about Iruka, it was Iruka's words that convinced Naruto to come back because it wasn't everyone was like he's the demon monster, blah blah blah. It's he's not a monster. I've seen this kid. He doesn't give up. He always keeps trying. He's not the Nine-Tails demon. He's Uzumaki Naruto of the Leaf Village. And then you just see Naruto
he took his time though. It took you 12 years to tell this nigga that. But
he wasn't telling that child that. He was telling this opponent. The child.
No, but I'm saying the thing is the brilliance of it is that Iruka was also like the other villagers until the third had to tell him that the reason why the fourth did that was to be a hero to the village. So you need to be in this kid's corner. Somebody needs to be in this kid's corner.
Can I say something quickly?
Yeah.
Before we finish with this situation. Were you guys looking forward to Neji fighting someone else other than Naruto, whether it's Sasuke or Rock Lee? I know the story had changed at that point, but you remember there was a build-up where Rock Lee was like, "Yo, I want to show Neji, I want to show you what I can do," and where we were like, Sasuke is the new smart kid of this year, Neji was the new smart kid of last year, like the new like proteges.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't looking forward to Sasuke versus Neji. I mean, that could have happened, and I would have been cool with it, but it was whatever. Rock Lee versus Neji, it wouldn't have had the impact if we hadn't have seen Rock Lee versus Gaara.
Right.
So, because remember, at that point, we didn't know what Neji could do, and we didn't know the extent of Rock Lee's abilities.
Right.
So the whole thing of, and also the reason why the build-up for Naruto versus Neji was bigger is because of Hinata versus Neji.
Right.
Yeah.
And we were also looking forward to Sasuke versus Gaara.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was absolute. That was never gonna change.
So
Right.
I think. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, Rob.
No, I was gonna say, I think Gaara versus Neji probably would have fallen apart because
big time.
Gaara would have started small. He wouldn't have started immediately on Gate 7. You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean Rock Lee? Yeah.
Rock Lee would not have started immediately on Gate 7. So I think that would have fallen apart. Whereas Gaara versus Neji also would have fallen apart because Rock Lee's not letting Neji touch him. So that's already falling apart. And as far as I know, Neji hadn't turned his attack into like a sword yet. I think that happened like later, where like he extended the reach of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it would have fallen apart immediately, so waste. And then Rock Lee would have been a waste. Tenmaru would have been, I think that would have been more interesting. What's her name? The fan chick? Is it Tenmaru?
Temari.
Tamari.
Temari, there we go.
Temari.
That
But
might have
wait,
been
was
interesting.
that even gonna be a thing though?
What do you mean?
Tamari versus who?
Temari versus Gaara.
No.
Tamari versus
No,
Neji.
this is
Oh,
Neji.
Yeah, Tamari versus
Tamari
Neji.
versus Gari, Tamari bails out immediately, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immediately, because she knows.
She was gonna.
Also it would go against the mission that they had at the time because like
Yeah.
their whole thing was them infiltrating the Konoha to
Yes.
execute the Konoha crush. So great fight, and I do like how Naruto. I mean it, like people always want to say that it's a plot hole how Naruto won, and I guess you could argue it, but I mean I didn't mind it. I was just like, yeah, okay.
That's fine. I mean, some holes are
To the
fine.
ground. Wait,
But it just
what-
shows
the Byakugan,
Naruto spirit. But also, but people forget that one, Neji was exhausted at the time, so he was out of chakra.
Remember, it's a
Two.
9 tails chakra.
The
It's like, yeah.
the Bakugan at that stage, Neji needed chakra to activate it. It wasn't just active whenever. So it's not that yes, if Naruto hadn't used, let's say, used that move, but without the Nine Tails chakra, then Neji wouldn't have been exhausted with the chakra. Then he would have seen Naruto.
Immediately.
But he was exhausted, and now his Bakugan was off. And people
Also, I'm sick of people acting like Neji didn't have an advantage as well. They always go, oh, well, Naruto had the Nine Tails. Yeah, Neji had the Byakugan.
Yes.
It's one of the most powerful dojutsu in part 1 that it can block chakra points.
Yeah.
Like, he hits you with the 32 palms and you're a regular ninja. You don't have a chance. Like, that's
regular
it.
ninja. You're a regular person.
The
I feel like Ty Lee should have had the Byakugan in the last episode.
But does Neji touch?
8 trigrams.
That's my question. Does Neji touch Tenmaru?
Tamari, he can if he makes because the thing is he's also a strategist. So, and remember, he did fight Kidomaru. That's in the Sasuke retrieval arc. So he did fight a ranged ninja before. So I think the only thing he would have to do is like he would basically just have to, I don't know if he could move rotation because he could do rotation in the air. So he basically have to combat her wind powers with rotation in order to try and close the gap.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
But does Temari know Taijutsu though?
Yeah, but
He's not
She
strong.
does.
doesn't matter. Remember,
But she's not that strong.
Yeah, but also
it's not the same level as Neji. It doesn't matter because gentle touch, it's
Gentle
over.
touch.
Oh, there goes your arm. There goes your other arm. Game over. So what's the point?
I just wanted to note at this point, correct me if I'm wrong, but or either in some of the novels or something, they mentioned that the Byakugan can actually pinpoint the chakra points of of projected attacks, so they could actually nullify jutsus mid-air.
What?
That is
It was a concept. I mean, he does it. Yeah, I mean, technically, he does it with Kidomaru in the Sasuke retrieval arc. Yeah, so it does count.
does make sense, but how do you cut the wind?
Yeah.
How do you cut the wind?
If the wind is generated by chakra, yes, you can. You just
But the
need
only
to,
thing I'm
you
thinking
just need
about
to-
is his force. What's that attack that he does again?
Rotation.
Yes.
Yeah, if it goes against the wind, like if it pushes against the wind or whatever. That's the only.
The chakra is here. He's over there. By the time we reach there, it's just wind, isn't it?
Yeah, by that time.
Well, I mean, it depends because, like, with Gaara, when he's throwing projectiles at you, like something when it's chakra infused, like until the attack dissipates per se, and it's not like sage mode or whatever. Until like if it's like chakra direct, it's supposed to be chakra infused until it reaches the opponent. Like that's supposed to be the idea.
Mm.
Like it's why when you throw a kunai, even if the kunai is still flying, like the chakra doesn't dissipate until it hits the target or whatever. That's supposed to be the idea.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, it's still a flying object moving at like Mach 1 at your head. But I mean, but I get what you're trying to say. No, I hear you. Okay, no, fair enough.
Also, that wind like.
Well, I mean, I also see what
wasn't
you're
it?
saying. I also
Yeah.
see what you're saying because
Like
I mean,
that wind was cutting stuff like trees and.
yeah.
Once you reach the third bubble, what are they called? Those three
Dots.
Yeah, the 3 dots. Yeah, once you reach a third dot, yeah, then it starts cutting, I believe. I think it's a third dot that starts cutting.
Mm.
Basically
Okay.
becomes a
Anyway,
sickle.
so then
Yeah.
on to the next
Check
fight
this out.
after Naruto and Neji. What's this? I
Shikamaru
did find it heartwarming with the when Neji does find out the truth. It was a catch-22 with his dad. I also see when people say that his dad didn't have a choice because basically they were just gonna mind crush him until he did it. But he actually was like, bro, I killed the dude. Like they can kill me, and then we can square it off because like this is bigger than the Hyuga clan. It's the village. So I felt like it was still the brother Hisashi making a choice, but it was limited. It was limited in scope, and like those leaf elders. I hope Hinata when she took over the clan, she kicked all of them out. She was like, everybody get out.
Yeah. You're lucky I'm not Aizen because I was gonna Central 46. Yeah, lasses.
No. If I know Hinata, it's like, okay, honey, who's the Hokage now? Who's married to the Hokage? So let me tell you something. You'll have about 5 minutes
To peg your ish.
Why? No, or she just stood in the middle of them and she was like, "Yeah, this was Neji's favorite technique."
I just want to ask you something. Let's just see. How's your Bakugan working? So, I want to see if you're gonna see this coming. Okay.
8 trigrams, lion fist palm.
Anyway, it's Shikamaru visit.
Oh, did you know that my husband gave me a fist bump earlier today? So guess who's infused to certain chakra? Oh, you didn't expect that to happen from my husband? My husband, the father of my children.
Yeah.
But in terms of philosophy, I feel like I feel like people that criticize that are being ridiculous because in terms of philosophy, that choice is everything.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Yes, you can say the field of choices is narrowed, but welcome to life. But I mean,
Tebello, you need to do Naruto. You need to do Naruto abridged, dog. You need to do Naruto. You need to do Naruto abridged. I'm telling you, dog.
I'll watch the hell out of it, bro.
You're gonna
Oh
watch
my
the hell out
God.
of that, dog.
Oh my
Dude,
God,
I
that'd
swear
be
to God,
hilarious.
if I could figure out how to do that filter with the eyeballs and the mouth thing, I swear I would do my own abridged, dude. I would love to do that shit. I just don't know how that filter fucking works, dude.
I'll figure it out, or I'll ask the people who can
All right,
figure it
so
out.
then the next one is Shikamaru versus Tamari, which I think was a brilliant battle. Like the thing I love about Shikamaru's battles is they're never flashy, but
Yeah.
they're always interesting. Like
Look, if Shikamaru was in the X-Men, he'd probably be the leader. You know what I mean? He'd be like a Cyclops type, if that makes sense, or a Professor Xavier type.
he's too good to his women. He's too good to his women to be one of those guys.
Shikamaru says he hates girls. And you're like, he's too good to his women. He's like, I hate these bitches.
And I'll never get married. That's your wife right there.
Waifu right there.
And dog, he's so loyal, bro.
I'm
He's
convinced.
so loyal. Oh
I'm
my.
convinced she marched right up to him and said, "You are marrying me right now." I was like,
No,
yes.
actually, fun side story. There was a filler. I think it's canon, but basically they go on a mission together, and then at the end of it, Shikamaru like struggles to ask her out, and then she's like, "So we're going out now, and we're having dinner." Okay, let's go. And he's like,
That
"Oh,
must be anime only. That must be anime only. Because my
No,
head
it's-
canon is her, Tenmaru, and Glasses Girl. You know the glasses with the spiral glasses?
yeah."
They fought each other, and then
Uh,
one gets to demand to be the girlfriend. The winner got to demand. They were both.
They didn't demand. They just told him,
Yeah,
"You,
this is what
you're
happened.
mine now. Let's go."
it is anime only, but it's been canonized that that's how that works because they went on a mission together.
Alright, fair enough.
So he's
Yeah.
basically the Naruto version of soccer, I guess.
Hey, dog. Yeah, so Mustard, I love how he used his jacket to like basically like he does that thing, you know, when he does this. And like I know there was some, you know, there's also people who like to talk and they're just like, why was Tamari just standing there? Like she saw maybe a hand sign. She's thinking, hey,
Yeah.
maybe is this something from the
happening?
leaf?
Yeah.
What's happening?
What is this?
Yeah, like people like to think you don't know what this guy is doing. You don't know his jutsu, so
Yeah.
you're not just gonna see.
You're just
you're
not
gonna react.
Yeah, it's just not
Yeah.
gonna like seeing that.
Exactly. Can you
I
imagine?
think this is where you see people actually don't understand fighting sometimes. Like, if I see Buckmaster doing something, like even if let's say just doing a kata, so I'm gonna wait to see what he's trying to do. I'm gonna react to it. I'm not gonna attack on it unless I'm attacking first before I give him the chance to do the kata. But if he's already starting his hand signs, I'm gonna give myself time to react to it. And people like to just be like, no, but no, they're trying to see what's happening so that they can react to it. So and they're also keeping the distance so that
Yeah,
they
like
have
Tamari's not
enough
stupid.
time.
She's a range fighter.
Enough time.
And don't forget, can you imagine if someone tried that with what's the bug guy's name again?
No, Shino.
Shino. Can you imagine you try that, then you run into bugs because you were too busy being dumb? You know what I mean? So that's ridiculous. Of course you're gonna
Even Naruto has more brains than that, and he's Naruto.
Yes,
But you also see
Even Goku has more brains than that, and he's Goku.
you also see how brilliant Masashi is, because usually, like in Dragon Ball, the main character would be the last guy to fight, right? In here, Naruto starts this third leg of the Chunin exams. And we are so invested in every other fight, by the way. That's how good Masashi is, because most of us were like, okay, if this is this good,
because-
what's going to happen between Naruto and Gaara? I mean, Sasuke and Gaara.
No, the thing is, it's the layering of the plots, because everybody has got their own subplots and all the sub-developments.
Yes.
Because the other scenario I think about is like the blip finals with in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had Yugi versus Bakura first round, but because the other characters weren't so well developed, we didn't really care so much. We only really cared about the four, Seto Kaiba and Yugi and fake Merrick at the time. But did we really care about the others? No, not that much. Yeah. Sasuke's got issues. He's got tongue thing. He got a live bite that's making him feel things, and we've got
Gaara is losing it.
we've got
No,
Yeah.
even Shino's introduction was cold, where he was fighting that sound guy.
I love the triangle. I love the triangle because think about it. The first fight, the longest. Then it gets smaller and it gets smaller and gets smaller. It's with Sasuke, and then shit blows up. I think that's brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah.
and I also like the way that what is the name, the big guy of the three group? Choji was like, "There's no way he's winning this. He's never gonna win this." And then he starts panicking when
Like,
he's like,
nigga, isn't this your best friend?
No, actually, what he says is like he's not going to finish. He's like, Shikamaru, this is going to be too much work for him. That's why he's not going to win. He was not saying that Shikamaru can't do it. He was basically just saying Shikamaru's going to get tired and he's just going to quit.
I don't
Like,
know.
that's what he does.
But I was bored by the fact that the big guy is snacking a lot. I was like, Mashashi, come on. Like, this is just...
He makes up for it later. He makes up for it later.
That
What
was
Choji
panic
does
eating.
later.
No,
So
that,
cringy.
at that moment, the panic eating was in. Like, this person was like,
No, I'm Mr. Extraordinary. I see what you're saying, but like Masashi makes up for it in big ways later. That's why for me, I was just like, alright.
Fair enough.
Because like the things that Choji does later, I was like, okay, you know what? Eat as much as you like, Choji. You the goat. But anyway, getting back into it. So then we get Sasuke versus Gaara. I don't like how Sasuke stole what's this Rock Lee's taijutsu. I was just like, yeah. I was like, yeah.
I trained for years, bro. I trained for years.
That's when I was.
So
Yeah,
if
sorry.
you have not
I've got
watched the series yet,
which
by some means,
allows me to
just want
say
you to
one
know
thing.
that we just wanted to know that Shikamaru lost, but
Oh yeah.
everybody else was impressed by
No,
that
well,
decision.
Shikamaru
The
quit.
assignment.
He quit. He
Yeah.
quit. He didn't lose. He was winning perfectly fine, and he just decided that this is too much work, so I'm going home.
Yeah.
Like he had
So
Tamari
Choji was right.
get the right.
Yeah.
That's what Choji was saying. Choji was just saying that Shikamaru is gonna get tired. He's not built for the long haul like everybody else. He can win this no problem, but he's not going to because he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
But
No.
they were the only ones who stood on business, who understood the assignment. Shikamaru was the only one who understood the assignment. The rest of them did. Naruto, no idea what the assignment was. He just went to fight. He heard Charlie Brown noises and then said, fight him. Wah,
Yeah.
wah, wah, wah.
Naruto didn't even know there was an assignment.
Dog, yes.
Why are we here? Oh, okay.
Palpatine
Sorry.
was on his shoulders, like, do it.
Yeah, no, that's all. That's all. Like that's all. Yeah, everybody there was there to win fights. Shikamaru was the only one who understood that there's more to this thing than
Yeah.
just winning fights. Like,
Hmm.
like that. But
He
at
was
at
the
the same
only-
time, you get confused.
He was the only shinobi doing work
Yes.
Yeah.
of the group. And funny enough, who's the only shinobi who managed to pass the Chunin exams?
But you know what? I think he was also impressed by Temari though.
Oh, of course, he was having the feels. It's like, you know,
So I
you're
don't know why,
behaving like my future
she didn't
wife.
come tune in, but hey, it is what it is.
Like,
Yeah,
you're
so then we
behaving like
get
my future
to
wife right there. But you know what?
so then we get to Sasuke and Gaara and everything. And what's this?
Talk
Yeah,
about a grand entrance. Like Kakashi is
Yeah.
so dramatic, dog. Like yo.
But right,
So-
Kakashi's always he's never on.
Lee and
he's
Sasuke
never-
was dramatic himself. They were both dramatic together.
Yeah. You're like, what is this WrestleMania? Calm down, guys.
Relax. What's with the leaves? Like yo, chill.
Hey, in time. You just needed like the glass to break, and then they show up. Oh my God! He's here. Sasuke's here. Oh my God! Valencia is
You guys,
here.
like
Oh,
guys, you know what?
you're
Like,
slobbering
the first time I watched this, I was at the edge of my seat. I'm like, are they gonna? Is Sasuke gonna miss this? Like, yo.
Mm.
Are you? Dog, when you're young, dog, you really feel it. When you're young.
You feel every moment.
No,
He gets stressed, bro. Everything stresses you out, man.
there's certain parts that I'm rewatching now because I am just watching it because I need an excuse to rewatch Naruto again for like the 15th time. But
Yeah.
basically, I'm watching it and I'm like, some part was like, yo, this was so hype when I was a kid, and now I'm analyzing it and I'm like, yeah, this is still hype, but Mara, some of this stuff doesn't make sense.
Was it
There's-
necessary though?
There's a moment, and we'll get to it when we get to it. But anyway, so we get Sasuke versus Gaara. It was a cool fight, and then you also get to see how insane Gaara is, because basically he was praying to his mother while he was in his sand shield and all of that stuff. And Gaara is
And he was literally praying to kill someone. He wasn't
Yeah.
praying for a thing. He was praying for death.
And like I'm saying, the other thing is Gaara actually kind of went through this arc because he had never been hit in his life. And like the first tournament that he's in, he got punched and kicked like high level speed taijutsu, and then he got stabbed in his chest via Chidori. It was a rough day for the perfect defense, my guy.
You know,
At CTE at the least, dog. This man, when they slam him on the ground, I don't care about his armor. That's still brain damage, dog. That's still a
And
concussion.
you know what? I don't know. I feel like Masashi was like, okay, my boy Rock Lee got washed. I didn't plan this. My hand just did his own thing. I'm gonna get these two main characters to beat the crap out of the people that Rock Lee was supposed to beat, Neji and Gaara. So I'm gonna make sure that these guys beat the hell out of these guys.
by the time I'm done, they will need therapy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, Gaara needed lots of therapy, shame.
Yeah, and then after that, basically, yeah, after he gets hit with the Chidori, that's when Gaara starts losing it and he's about to transform. And then that's when they decide to activate the plan for the Konoha crush.
Yeah.
And all of that stuff.
Order
Yeah.
66, dog.
Yeah. And then somebody was just like, yo, Jiraiya, you took your time, my guy. Where were you?
Dude. Yeah, but yeah, ultimately that's when Kaki's the fan. We realize that the Kazekage is not the Kazekage. Like, so all those reactions during this entire match was just Orochimaru playing along. What?
No,
What just happened now?
No, I think the other thing is like he specifically reacts to Sasuke because he was like, "Ooh, this boy is growing and developing. What a nice body.
Yeah, he was busy
That would
licking
be
scissors.
very, very nice to be."
He was getting his
inherited."
R. Kelly on. His R.
Yeah.
Kelly was getting tingles.
My mind is telling me
Kelly after
no.
P Diddy, guys. Are we still saying R. Kelly after what P Diddy's is in hell for right now?
Oh,
No.
Eh.
P. Diddy is an equal opportunity criminal, but I didn't see any kids involved. Are there kids involved?
That's what they say.
I don't know.
That's what they say.
All I know is that there's trafficking, but he didn't snoo them.
The views expressed in this
In this
episode, at
video.
this juncture, at this point, do not
Not the
reflect
views that
Yeah,
reflect.
it.
The rumor is
Don't
him
get me
and,
wrong.
Asha back in the day, him and Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
So
Wait, he snoot Asha?
Well, we don't know yet.
well, I don't know if he snoozed him or but what I do know is that he took him to sex parties when he was like 13, 14.
14 years.
Well, I'm not going to Hollywood. You guys cool. I'm cool right here. I think.
No, South Africa, the universe be.
Hold the phone, excuse me. I just need to pick up my phone quickly. Give me a moment. Just continue. Thanos? Thanos, can you hear me? Thanos. You missed a spot. Okay, yeah. California.
Wouldn't that make a great
California.
Wouldn't that make a great movie where one of the heroes is like, you know what? Actually, come. Now that I think about it, yo, Doctor Strange, let's go back in time because we need Thanos, dog. Like, what?
I can imagine right there. Just when he's about to, like, you should have gone for the head. Zoop. Time portal into the future. And let him go. Exit. What?
Ultron looked into the internet for 5 minutes. Was like, okay.
And like everybody gotta die.
These niggas gotta go. All of them gotta go. Like these niggas, all of them. All of you niggas gotta
That
go.
was one of the funniest. That was like one of the craziest part. Like that's part of the reason why I liked Age of Ultron because he did exactly what an AI would do. He was just like, yeah, you guys are the problem on the planet. So
Yeah, you guys are the problem. Allow me to save you by removing you.
Allow me to save your virtues by removing your problem.
Which is you.
Yeah.
But
anyway, getting back to
My logic's undeniable.
So then,
Anbu's like, guys, it's time. Let's roll out.
Yep.
yeah, I mean that's when we get introduced to the Sound Ninja 4 as well. We don't get their names, but we basically get we basically see they outmaneuver the Anbu, and they basically set up the barrier so that Orochimaru and the third can fight.
Right.
Underrated fight. I think it's it's a really good fight. Like you can see they did a lot of rotoscoping in there. You can see there's a lot of like movements where you can see that they were like the budget got kicked up. Even at the beginning, I'm saying even at the beginning of the episode, you get to see like Naruto and Shikamaru and Sakura, they look different. What's going on here? Like Sasuke is jumping through the tree.
Kakashi and Guy fighting, even though it was like mostly off screen, but their faces you can see like there's extra shading and stuff. You're like, hey man.
No, like Sasuke was jumping through the trees, and I'm like, he wasn't jumping like that last episode. Like last episode, he was just hopping. Like so.
It's kind of like the episode where Sasuke was fighting Orochimaru the first time before the giant snake. Animation in there. I mean, there is a meme that shows like Sasuke's head like that, and but that's the whole point of that style I was talking about of movement.
Sakuga.
Stretch and.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying they call those types of sections Sakuga, I think.
Like they hired a new director. They're like, okay, let's hire a new director just for this fight scene specifically.
Wait, I just want to share a funny moment. Is this the moment where one of the Kakashi's dogs comments to Sasuke was like, I thought I smelled it. You use the same shampoo that I do. It's like, oh my god, the same as a dog. Same as a dog. A dog. I was like, the way she was so limp as she was jumping from lift to lift, like, oh my god.
There's chaos in Konoha, and the only thing you're thinking about is the same shampoo that
Yeah.
the Sakura is using.
Is, I
If
should
you
have said
found
one
out,
thing. The Shikamaru stayed awake and all the Junin fell asleep. What I'm saying is that the argument that we made earlier about security being crap,
no, season.
I mean,
Dog, if you're not part of the 11, if you're not like a named character, you don't have skills.
Forget it. If we don't remember your name at this point of the story, dog.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
chance. That's why
Yeah,
people talking
remember,
about. I wanna
basically,
be-
all these guys are like henchmen in movies. Like they are trained soldiers, but one guy will come with a gun and shoot them all.
No, I like.
It's Batman. It's Batman and the League of Shadows. Batman trained for 6 months and he whooped everybody in the league who have been there for years. And it's just like, if I'm there, if I'm one of those ninja, I'm looking at Raish like, Chief, what are you teaching us? What? This nigga came for 6 months.
Yeah, because you got the premium card, you got the premium edition.
No, I just want to also add it's you also get the sense like it's a bubbled world because here because if you see or rather these Jonin and Shippuden Jonin are two worlds apart.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody's like playing like, oh wait, that's still kids. So you know what, let them think they got a chance. Like, yeah, oh look, I'm asleep. Okay.
Like,
I don't know. Did Shippuden Jonin do any better?
Yeah.
there was a security perimeter at
Oh,
the
the
beginning.
Ninja War, I'm sure they were not that
There
bad.
was a security perimeter that Payne had to try and beat at the from the ceiling. So Payne had to at least do some stuff. So there is some Jordan level fighting.
They went back into the gym. They were like, "Alright, guys, we dropped the ball here."
Whoa.
So like you cannot,
Why
we
not?
cannot include all of them versus Madara because it's Madara. So we understood like okay,
Yeah.
I love that meme. I love that meme with that fight. We need to get back to the Naruto we're talking about, but I love that meme where it's just like if you pause here for 2 seconds, you can see this guy clash swords with Madara. He's definitely Kage level. He blocked 2 of Madara's attacks.
No. Yeah, true.
If this guy was not fighting Madara, he'd probably be like the 3rd strongest in the show. As you can see, he dodged Madara's kick.
Can you imagine being the guy who's like, okay, I at least gotta get 1 strike. Next thing you know, there's a bomb piece of paper on you. It wasn't even you didn't do anything yet.
Imagine being the last guy and you're seeing everybody die and you have to go up against Madara last.
that's
Yo,
what's happening in Jujutsu Kaisen right now. Like this guy is only left with Sukuna. It's like this is like the only guy left here. This is Sukuna, dog. It's like is there hope for this guy?
Is this how I die? Is this how it ends?
oh my god. Anyway, getting back to it. So
Yeah.
Sasuke chases so basically we get the fight with the 3 Kage. We get to see that the Kage level combat is kind of insane. We don't get to see like the full extent because at this point everybody thought that the first Hokage was just a regular ninja that used trees. Like no one knew what the first Hokage was capable of. It was just like, okay, he's a and we also saw that basically we also saw that basically Orochimaru had access to Minato Namikaze, the 4th Hokage, because like what's this? At that time we were like, the 4th Hokage has to be the strongest Kage because Sarutobi was like, he cannot let him summon that one.
No. I'm pretty sure he figured like if he finds out what I've been doing to his son, he's going to kill me.
Yeah.
He's gonna break free of the Edo Tensei and kill me just as is.
But also I think Shikamaru was showing off a bit, like so many jutsu at the same time, and like you transforming into a woman and laughing, and I was like, that's the second time I was like, this is witchcraft.
Oh yeah,
like,
Orochimaru.
what the hell
Orochimaru,
is going on here? This show is way too witchy for me, man. I was like, no.
Witchy, dog. You're like Satanism.
Like, dog, the way even the third was like, what are you? Like, are you a woman? Like, what the hell?
No, he was pissed off because he got to see the full extent of how lost Orochimaru was.
The forbidden stuff, yeah. And Orochimaru was just having fun, though.
And what I also like is when when Enma was summoned, it's like Sarutobi, what are you doing? Why are you holding back? Guy, I know you. What the hell?
Why are you throwing your punches? Why are you pulling your punches?
Stop caring about your damn student for a moment and start thinking about the damn village. Do you hear me? It's like trying to
Imagine that, dog. Your whole village is about to die. You're like, oh, Orochimaru. Oh,
yeah, but it's like I don't know.
Aye. Let's respect Sarutobi Sensei, Nyana, just a little.
That's the giant. Are you my height? I need you to be this tall and hit him with the stick. That's what I would have said.
Yeah.
When you see like Masashi's like, I'm gonna include Goku in here, but the original one, but I'm gonna make it
Sun Wukong. Adamantinoy. Aye.
But,
That was a cool technique, though.
I just, but what I like about this fight, the parts that I've seen, because it's still bits and flashes. I read the manga. I also saw parts of the fight. Is that yes, Sarutobi was pulling his punches, but it didn't mean that he wasn't holding his own. And yes, Orochimaru was being petty as all F in this fight because he was like, "Look at me now, look at me now." Look at me now.
No,
I should have been Hokage.
I think there's a point where Sarutobi like he takes the kid gloves off, but like I think he like it was hard for him because I think one, he was old, and two, it was Orochimaru. Like I think had he been a little bit younger, had it been 10 years ago, I think he would have spanked Orochimaru.
Even 5 years.
Was not a student. Like if he didn't have any care whatsoever for his opponent.
And yeah, he was also fighting against the other Hokage. Let's not forget that part as well.
Let's not forget about that. Yes, their powers
And the first and the second.
Yeah.
Not just any like
I
the
think
dude who basically the first was literally the dude who dominated the ninja world. He was like nobody wanted smoke with him. That's how
the god of Shinobi.
His predecessors, basically.
And
the second was the power of racism.
And I think that's what also converted.
Not racism, it's Uchiwaism. He loved all people except the Uchi.
Yeah, I'm all accepting to all humans.
Except.
Okay, we'll get there.
I accept all humans. The Uchiha, please go to
except those red-eyed bastards, them damn Uchiha. Fuck them niggas. Niggas ain't shit.
We'll get to okay. All right, so let's talk.
I would never.
You know what?
Never be so inconsiderate to consider an Uchiha human.
You know what? I know we're about to go into it now, but I just have to make this. I wouldn't be angry if they cast Samuel L. Jackson in that role. Just to say, yo, mother effing Uchiha.
Yo, mother effing Uchiha in this mother effing village. Now everybody all get back. I'm about to open a mother effing seal.
Yes.
Anyway.
I just wanted to add, this is why the Jonin leveled up. They just saw how badly they were performing, and they're just like, if you go to the afterlife in the Lord's second, they don't really care about Hashirama would be all forgiving. Tobirama would be like, kids, you are not my children. It took me a month fighting those two legendary sending from the hidden mist, and you from the hidden cloud, and you got knocked out by kids. No, straight to hell. Straight to hell. You're not going.
And also, where was Danzo, dog? Where was his fucking sleeve when this was going on?
Danzo was like,
Danzo was looking for an opportunity to be Hokage.
Yeah.
And him and Sarutobi were beefing at this time. So he thought, if Sarutobi bites it, I can be Hokage.
At this point in time, no. Danzo was like, seems to be a family affair. You're fighting with your own kid. Who am I to come between a master and his pupil? It is not appropriate.
So you should do
you got it.
Actually a scene where they show Danzo literally
as soon as possible.
I will help you write that shit. I'll help you write scripts.
But
there's literally a scene where Danzo is like telling his ninjas like, no guys, let's wait, we're not going there. So that's how insane his want of power is, because the ninjas were like, yo guys, the village is in trouble, we need to go, and he was like, nah, chill.
I know.
We'll go when it's time.
I know Naruto had his hands tied with Gaara, but what was happening with Shikamaru and Sakura at this point?
Okay, so basically what happens is that they're running to catch Sasuke. So they're being pursued by Sound Ninja. Who
Oh,
are
yeah,
Jonin
yeah.
level.
Sound
So
joint.
then, yeah, so Shikamaru basically makes a quick assessment. We get to see how brilliant he is, and then he basically tricks them so that he can catch all of these Jonin. Again, showing that if you're not named, bro, use like if you're not named, use like he caught all of these Jonin level ninja and basically used a simple deception with paws and feet, led them in the wrong direction, and then cast a whole shadow possession jutsu on 8 of
Oh,
them.
yeah.
And remember, he did this when he was tired. If
Yeah.
he had the chakra,
After the
they
fight,
were
yes.
done. Like if he had the chakra, they were done.
If I was Shikamaru's dad, I'd be the proudest father in all of Konoha at this point. Like, not only did he survive getting knocked out while you Jonin, we were in the same class.
But
You all got past, and my boy figured it out, fell asleep. But yeah, sure, he's lazy, but you
But
know.
honestly, knowing his dad
That's
probably would have thought the same thing because his dad is basically like an older version of Shikamaru.
But
exactly.
the
The more evolved shadows. This is
the
the
way
part-
I would be flexing on the other dad, Ino's dad at this point in time, like my boy.
Maybe maybe like Toki's dad, dog, because Ino's dad is smart as hell as well.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'd go to Ino's dad. Exactly that reason, because he's so smart. He'd be like, "Did you see what my genius son did today? How many Jonin have you killed in the last 48 hours? Don't worry, I'll wait."
Isn't this the part where all the dads show up? Actually, this is the part where all the
Yeah,
dads show
no,
up.
the senseis of the
The dads.
Yeah.
No, remember what
also-
happens is they do an evacuation first,
yeah.
and then when all the citizens are evacuated, that's when now the corner
they
come back.
Yeah, they do the counterattack. Yeah, and then yeah. So then while that's happening, then we get the Naruto versus Gaara fight, which I think is also a freaking great fight. I do love like how this is where you get to see a bit of Naruto's hypocrisy, because this is the first time you ever see Naruto say we need to run. Like we cut our losses. Gaara's insane. We're running now, and you're just like, eh, Mr. Nindo, Mr. I'll never go back on my word, and I'll never run away. First time, it said,
No, but remember, remember when he was in the hospital, Gaara scared the bejesus out of him. So he was still getting over that fear of, because I'm sorry, Gaara was scary as fuck.
Yeah, he was
I'm just saying, like you go from the land of waves where he didn't run from Zabuza, and you're just like, yeah, he was here before, but like this, the first time, like Gaara put the fear of Gaara put the fear of
there's levels to
Hakuromo
this thing. There's levels to these things, man.
I bet you.
I agree, actually.
I bet you. Kurama was so pissed. It's like, how dare you run
from the
from
one
Shukaku? Shukaku.
One tail? Come on, dog.
You turn around right now. I swear for God, this city is not strong enough to kill you, keep me from killing you. You turn around. Oh my God, fourth Hokage, what have you done? Oh,
I think that would have been the one time. Like that would have been the one time Kurama would have been like, okay, I hate you, but we gotta team up, because there is no way.
No way.
my
reputation.
My
reputation.
My rep is at stake here, man.
My street cred is gone.
He's only got one tail. I'm the 9 tails. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9.
At the same
You're
time,
running away.
At the same time, Shukaku was all about that. Like, look at him go. Nisama, what you got to say now?
Yo, but Shukaku was about that smoke, bro. He wanted to get out there like crazy.
Yeah,
but
no,
guys, we skipped over Asuma saving Shikamaru.
Oh yeah, Asuma's.
That's
that
why
was a hype
the
scene.
sensei thing. Yeah.
That was a hype scene, bro. When he lands there.
How was it described again? They said it's the most what in Konoha?
What, Asuma?
Yeah, because you remember at a point they were describing all of the, like, that's how we knew that Kurenai is the best Genjutsu user, because like when they were introducing these sensei of the Rookie 9.
I forgot what.
Yeah,
I don't remember as well.
It was something about, I don't know. I'll check it out.
But it was probably like a power type, because he's a proper fight. You saw how he bodied those guys, bro. He took them down like they were kids.
Yeah.
He was like, your dad is here. I was so hyped on that when I saw that, but I literally repeated it like 3 times.
Asuma was hailed as Konoha's foremost skilled ninja in close range melee combat.
Oh,
Melee.
well, yeah,
combat.
yeah. I mean,
Hey, right?
yeah. I mean, like that. You could see that he was doing the whole, like, basically. I think Masashi watched some Mike Tyson fights or something, or he watched Hajime no Ippo because you could just see that Asuma is here. Like, I was like, what ninja fighting style is this?
It's called
for
these
two of
hands.
the
hands.
It's called these hands no jutsu.
But that's,
For-
that's
for
I think
Suwa,
we spoke about this
jutsu.
before. The thing of introducing too many characters, eventually you'll get like a block of sorts. Like, how's that ninjutsu though? You know what I mean?
It's
Ah,
ninjutsu
it was
because
taijutsu.
it's
It was taijutsu.
No, I'm saying it was
Oh.
taijutsu, but it like when you see like Rock Lee or you see like my guy, they're using like it's kung fu, or you get to see some like Asuma is right here. Asuma is like he was basically
like Western
yeah.
box.
No, but remember he fights with he fights with chakra blades, so that's why it's here. So he's
What's
like
melee?
he's cutting
by the
you.
way? What does
No,
melee?
melee, it's hand to hand. It's hand to hand.
It's
Oh.
but it's mass fighting, mass
DQC.
fighting, mass
What?
hand mass. It's
DQC.
mass hand to hand fighting.
Oh, okay.
DQC.
Yeah. So yeah, that was dope. But then yeah, we get to the Naruto and the Gaara fight. It is a brilliant fight. That's also one of the fights that shows that Sasuke and Naruto were friends. I think that like the jokey joke. Yeah, Sasuke was trying to get away from his boyfriend, whatever the case is. You know, joke, meme. That thing floats around all the time. But like this is one, and it's not the only moment. I mean, we had the moment in the Land of Waves. We had the moment where
Yes.
they're climbing the trees together and all
Yes.
that stuff. There's another moment with Hitachi a little bit later, but like, yeah,
Sasuke
no,
giving
Sasuke,
Naruto his last meal.
Yeah.
It was all thing.
and also like taking also taking the arrows or the knives or whatever, no, the senbon for Naruto in the ice thing, taking the senbon for Naruto. Yeah, so they were friends.
Yeah.
Like this business that they weren't friends. Like I feel like you haven't watched the show if you're coming away with that conclusion or whatever the case was. But yeah, getting back to it, so Naruto finally steps up after Sasuke says the words, "I don't want to see my best friends and die in front of me ever again," or whatever. And it's like if this is where it ends, this is as far as I was meant to go, or whatever. Showing that Sasuke was willing to die for both Sakura and Naruto. Now again, not on a romantic, because I know people like to want to with the Saku, they want to say that this was where it was getting romantic, and I'm just like, was it? I don't know.
It's because for some reason two guys can't be friends.
Not that. I'm
mad.
talking about Sakura and Sasuke, because like
you mean that?
yeah, because they like to cite this moment and they like to say that this is where, and I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, and you still don't forget Naruto still was his first kiss, so yeah. I'm just gonna just say it out there.
First of all, Sakura and Sasuke are completely unjustified, at least especially in the manga. They're more justified than Avatar 2, in my opinion. The coupling at the end of Avatar 2, what's it called again? Legend of Korra?
What's that? I've never heard of that.
Oh, Korra and Asami.
I like it.
Who's that? Is that some fan fiction you're talking about?
We don't speak about that here.
I see.
What did Develo say? Just like no jutsu.
There is no Korra season. There is no Korra season.
There is no Korra here.
Wait,
There is no Korra in.
more justified?
No, yeah, you were saying Sakura and Sasuke is not justified, which I mean, Masashi did try to set up some sort of plot threads, but he dropped it really early because they kind of bond in the Forest of Death, kind of.
That's true.
And then also, she's the only one who really worries about him with the curse mark.
Yeah,
so
because
they kind of.
She witnessed it. She's the only one that witnessed.
And also, Sasuke did break that dude's arms because he was picking on Sakura, and he does say, "Sakura, who did this to you?" But then afterwards, it's just like afterwards he was just like, "I'm sure that's enough. I can put these two characters together now." And it was just like, "No, okay."
Okay, here's the thing with that, right? Because I am a big fan of hating on Sakura, but because she's
Oh man, if only
If she
Pila
was
was here.
written today, everyone would think she's one of the most garbagely written characters in the world.
Zoro, where are you? If only Zoro was here.
Minato,
Yeah,
aka Zoro.
dog. Even Hinata is more justified than Sakura because literally, do you guys see my TikTok?
Nobody.
No. Where is this TikTok, sir? I need to watch it multiple times.
But basically, I talk about the hospital fight, right? And the hospital fight. I rewatched the anime just now because I thought we were gonna get there in this. I'll have to come back for that.
Well, I
one.
hope we get there.
That's Sasuke retrieval. That's Sasuke retrieval. That's the beginning of Sasuke retrieval.
All right, cool. I hope I'm there for that. But if you look at Sakura, dog, first of all, she makes Sasuke apples. Did he say he likes apples? Did I miss an episode? And number two, let's ignore that. When the whole thing is going down, she stands perfectly still, shaking. And then as they're about to connect in their attack, she's like, no! Nigga, you're late! You're late! You're late!
You should have stopped them before they started throwing fists. Now you want to jump in the middle of Rasengan and Chidori?
No way. Like Kakashi just appears.
No
I'm saying Kakashi was probably like, Sakura, what are you doing? That's Rasengan and Chidori. Do you not see them holding chakra? Okay, let me step in here. Zuzu. Otherwise,
Yeet!
She would have been the water basin that exploded. That would have been her.
no, she would have been exploded and impaled, and then now, oopsies.
And that alone would have been grounds enough for Naruto to become the next. Would have been worse than Obito because it's like imagine.
Yeah, like
what caused
you guys are worried about Sasuke. Worry about that dude right there.
Just watch. By the time we got to Shippuden, Obito would be the one coming back to the village. Like, we've got to protect the world from him.
Yeah, like screw my plans. Yo, Kakashi, I'll explain everything later, right? I don't have time to explain my plan now, but screw that plan. Like this guy.
I just want to turn the world into a genjutsu. He wants everyone to die. We need to stop.
Yeah. He would have taken over the music. His theme song would
So basically, he would have taken off his shirt and gone shirtless and put on a coat. Tatakai.
Yeah.
Dude, Madara would have been like, at last, I'm back. And wait, whoa, what?
Where is everyone?
You just see Naruto sitting on a rock like, I've been waiting for you.
Like, wait. Where's Hashirama? I need you now, dog. Like,
even the old sage, the sage of the six months were like, ooh, I thought I'd intervene, but it seems like, you know what? Yeah, good. Beware of the Otsutsuki. Oh wait, you killed them too. Okay, you know what? Bye.
Everybody's gone. Anyway, so getting back to it, I love Gamabunta and Naruto's team up. I love the transformation. That was one of the...
I like how Gamabunta decided to help. It wasn't like, oh wait, okay, I suddenly just respect you now. It was like, why did you summon me again?
Yeah.
Oh wait, Dad, he threatened me. He threatened my son. Okay.
You dare threaten my son?
All right, just this one time, we're gonna work together.
Yeah, he went into dad mode.
Did Naruto summon both of them at this time? The kids?
Yeah, so he tries to do the summoning the first time when Gaara's in his first mode or whatever, and then he summons Gamakichi by accident.
Yeah.
And then when he's about to get crushed by Sand Coffin, that's when he manages to figure out how to, because remember he had just hit Gaara with Naruto 2K.
Naruto,
yeah.
2K version.
The 2K barrage,
Yeah.
which is insanity.
What's
basically.
the 2K version?
No, basically 2,000
2,000
clones punching you at the same time.
All right.
Like that guy is a gang, bro. Naruto's a gang by himself.
Japanese no jutsu.
This is a gang sign. This is not a hand sign.
This is summoning the mafia. This is summoning the triad. He is the triad.
And like who got my back? We all do.
And we also start. We see how he's starting to use his clones as well when he gives Gaara the 1,000 years of pain as well.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Also one of my favorite scenes because boom, another one, another one, another one,
Oh yeah, Jesus.
boom,
Yeah.
I
and
think at
then
this point, Gaara is
that's
like,
also one of the
like
that's also one of the
it's so hard, dude.
coolest
I kick him
the
my
coolest
butt.
when
I
he
just want
puts
to
him with
ask.
the enema, and then everybody just like their face just gets all depressed. Like, really, dude, all that for an enema. Then he gets smacked away, and then he just goes boom, and then dog.
Dog.
I
I love
just,
the fact that Gaara was like,
And then
you know what, guys? Three's a crowd,
he
four's
hit me at my weakest part.
and yeah, and it
Me
gets
Too
rid of
movement.
Sakura and Sasuke. I need these niggas to go. I love that. He's like three's a crowd, four's a stampede. Sakura, you just chill over here, buddy. That's my favorite part.
small
Also-
question, Backmeister. Did Naruto at this point know that Gaara was a Jinchuriki?
He had an inkling of it because remember he told him the backstory and he
Yes.
said that the father, my dad, put this spirit inside of me. So they
Yes.
don't say the words Jinjuriki, but basically it was the same thing that Naruto went through. So that's why Naruto was freaking out because he was just like, I could have been this guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, because that's what. Okay, then the top no jutsu he had after he smacked the snot out of Gaara makes sense then.
Yeah, because he was also talking about Jutsu Gaara at the same
I'm
time.
gonna say, I think like when talk no jutsu happens, I think people always like when we get into other instances of it, I always think that it's always effective. I've never seen a non-effective, in my opinion, I've never seen a non-effective talk no jutsu, and I'll be so prepared to break it down when we get into it. But anyway, getting back to this, right? Yeah, let's stay on topic. We'll get to those ones because we'll get to Shippuden. I think that's where everybody's like, oh, the talk no jutsu is kind of shaky, and I disagree.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll talk when we get to Shippuden. Anyway, so yeah, we get into this fight and everything, and what's this? We get to see the transformation and all of that stuff, and we get to see Naruto using some of the Nine Tails Fox or whatever. And this is the first time where he asks nicely, and but remember, I think people need to remember. Kurama is not Naruto's friend until we are 590 chapters, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
590 chapters into this. Kurama has not been Naruto's friend. He's just like, I want to weaken the seal so I can vie.
Not just Vi. At some point you can see Kurama's like actively trying to kill this child.
Yeah.
Give me a chance.
No.
Give me one moment. Give me one moment. Just
No,
give
that's
me
the thing.
one.
As soon as now, it's like,
Just step a bit closer to this jail cell that I'm in. Just
like the whole point is that as soon as he vacates Naruto will die because he will not have all of the life force and everything that it takes.
Alien.
Yeah, all of that stuff that it takes to hold it would take his life force. Like Naruto would be dead. Like, because remember, he's also a half Uzumaki. He's not a full Uzumaki.
Right.
Yes.
So he doesn't have all of the life force that a full Uzumaki has.
And canonically speaking, the moment you lose a Jinchuriki, you die. It doesn't matter whether you use it. Only one case it's seen where it's lasted longer than it ever should have.
Yeah, but wait.
No, the difference
right?
is that in Uzumaki, because of their sealing techniques, like, okay, skipping ahead quick to Kushina, right? Kushina, full Uzumaki, she was able to withstand to the point where she was still fully conscious and still able to use chakra because that was the power of the Uzumaki Edi village and their sealing techniques. That's why they were such a danger to everybody in the world and everything. And they were teaming with the Konoha, so everybody conspired to destroy the Uzumaki clan and the Uzumaki village. Anyway, now getting back to where we are now. So yeah, we get the headbutt, and then we get one of my favorite talk no jutsus.
Yeah, it was a good one. I mean, that changed Gaara's life forever. That thing, it changed his whole perspective.
Yeah, Naruto was busy crawling towards him with his chin.
Yeah.
That is so. How powerful is your neck child? I was thinking the entire time, like, what the hell? Wow, look at him go!
His neck is everything, dog. Because like I'm just trying
Traps
to put.
are on
I'm
point,
imagining in my head, like your jaw, because this is the first thing that you use, and then your neck for support. So your jaw also has to be hella strong. Like, God,
Yeah.
Where was Jiraiya again?
Minding his own
He
business.
was what's this? He was like like he was defeating the snakes that were rampaging in the village.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I thought it was oogling girls.
And I think this is where Sasuke is like, wait, Naruto can summon that?
Yeah. Hey, Sasuke was like big, like he was half hating, half impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was,
he was like, what?
He
This
was
is that
intimidated. He
Naruto?
was
It
intimidated.
was at that moment that Sasuke realized he's in love with Naruto. Like, what is this? feeling?
no, don't,
I hate him,
don't,
but
do-
I'm so impressed by him.
don't.
What?
do
What?
this.
I've never felt this way before.
Oh
Would this
no!
be?
Ah, Jesus.
Another abridged moment, but okay.
Do you think Jiraiya, right, when he looks in the corner, sees the one tail, right? Because remember, it's a giant at this point. It's like what?
Yeah.
No, they were far from the village. I think
How
like they were
far
out.
do you have to be to see a 50-foot tall to not see a 54-foot tall?
But are you
thing?
telling me that you can't sense that level of chakra?
No, remember everybody's also wrapped up in their own thing. So like if you're
You
not
can't see a kaiju. You can't see a kaiju.
well, nobody saw it because remember nobody knows Naruto defeated Gaara.
Because remember,
Like it's
Yeah,
a
nobody
rumor.
saw
yeah,
it.
but
You're
remember,
right.
it turned into a night tails. Remember, so
Um,
it's the night tails.
I am pretty sure
Freaked out.
people know, but they kept it to this. They didn't want if the village knows.
Hey, dog, I think the village is
That kid-
minding its own business, dog.
If they got
No,
saved by
remember the
that
villages
kid.
have been put into bunkers, so the villagers didn't see it, but the ninjas definitely were supposed to
But
see
are you
that and
thinking
feed.
that they didn't hear anything? Those things are huge.
No, no Jurassic Park type shit.
No, I think they didn't care because there was no Bijutama. If they had a tell beast bomb go off, instant. Even Orochimaru's like, you know what? Here's an.
I was just playing, dog. Guys, let's
like I'm out. Like
I apologize, my ass.
Also, I think everybody was preoccupied with the third Hokage's life because remember he was actively fighting Orochimaru at the time, and they're trying to figure out the barrier.
yeah.
Because also like Jiraiya's trying to figure out the barrier as well. Like everybody was trying, how do we get the third Hokage out? But they
Yeah.
couldn't do it in time. So I don't think they were worried about a Jinchuriki battle on the side because they were just like Orochimaru is here. But like Gaara was a bigger threat to the village than
Yeah,
Orochimaru.
you say, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
but like the actual Jinchuriki.
you know,
Remember that nuclear bomb landed on the village? It's over there.
there are two of them. Because no, I think one land in the village is one thing. Like there's and now there was a gigantic frog, so I thought it was okay, but then it suddenly turned into the original nuke. Like whoa. My family.
Yeah.
I think like when you
Which
the
is
problem with growing up is you start to see these little errors and you just like, how was I enthralled by this? This doesn't make sense. And you start seeing all these little mistakes that you like, no man, at least close the gap on that mistake so that's not so obvious.
I mean, I at this point, I'm just like, he did so many stuff well. Like for me, I can give a writer grace if they do a lot of great things.
Yeah.
Like if an arc has like 90% greatness and then there's like 10% continuity errors, I'm like, all right, whatever.
This story still made sense. It didn't feel forced.
No. The story made sense and everything. It was just like we said, we're just wondering why no one.
Yeah, it's just now. Yeah, it becomes logistics now. Like it's like. Okay, keep going.
But you see how other authors learn from that because in the Soul Society invasion arc, Ichigo goes bunk high on top of the Sogekyo Hill, way across town. Hitsugaya Toshiro and Raguko go like,
So even with the Shibuya arc in Jujutsu Kaisen, there's a whole seal. So like some of the other areas could not even fathom what was going on within Shibuya.
Yeah, so I just wanted to highlight that it's a plot hole, yes, but it's a plot hole people have seen and they've endeavored to improve on over the years. It's not like something they're just gonna continue like la, I didn't see anything. So it shows.
I would say that there's a bigger plot hole coming up now, and it's one of the biggest moments where if we're continuing up until the Sanin deadlock.
Yes.
There's one that like I still love it and I still forgive it, but it is like, yo, this was a huge one.
Okay, which
My
is
opinion, there's a thing I was gonna say, not to shill our channel, but in our thing, me and Kutsu always talk about the sum of its parts will sometimes beat the total. Will sometimes beat it'll be the individual parts are so good that they beat the mistakes. And I think that's what happens with Naruto. It's
Yeah.
such great parts. It's got such great explosions of goodness that who cares? You can jump the potholes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The
Can Jiggy-san drive
They're not the
around?
South African ones where you
You
find yourself in the
lose-
backseat.
you lose a tire.
You worry about your tires.
you worry about your tires, you change nationality, you'll be Caucasian by the time you get out of the pothole, you lose your hair, like good you. Well, I got my credit score just improved.
And I was gonna say with what Zuko said about the whole thing with Jiggy, I think it's funny, like with the whole when you grow up, you start to notice things. Like I was gonna say, it's funny that Gaara's main powering up is falling asleep. Like in order to get stronger, this nigga had to watch the Flash movie, and then he got stronger. He got stronger, and the whole mission was to wake him up.
No, in my case, my example will be he watched Interstellar, especially when the music was going about going to space.
For me, it would be sucker punch. It would be sucker punch, bro. Like, sucker punch.
No, it's crazy.
All the shots have been fired.
Oh, by the way, Rebel Moon is coming out, Bugmeister.
I'm excited. The trailer looks garbage.
Dude,
Look at the excitement. Look at the excitement on Bogmaster's face. Oh my God, you can't hold it in. You can't hold it in. You can't hold it in.
Guys, it's
Great.
you can't see the lower part of my body. I'm basically twerking right now from excitement. You just can't see.
But I just wanted to say,
Where we get to see Sophia Butella fight 3 guys in one line, and like the other guys just wait behind, and they're like, ugh. And then the other guy tries to hit her with the lightsaber, and he like throws it at the last moment after she's killed the other 2 guys. It was just like, so you didn't help your friends when they were getting shot, okay? And then she takes it from him and it's just like, Zach, why are you making this woman do her own stunts? My guy, where's the budget?
looks so weak, dog. You're like, there's no way she's defeating anybody.
Never mind the budget. Just like, where's the cinematography? Just block off some shots. Where's the editing? Make it look more believable. Change the angles.
Which side? Oh,
boy.
side. Okay, yeah, go on.
Sorry, yeah, you were saying?
Just before we continue, just quick question, Mr. Ralph, because I trust your opinion a lot. Should I bother go watching June or not?
I have not tried to see it myself, but the way people are going crazy over it, people I trust are going crazy over it. So I'm excited to watch June, even though I don't have the money for it. I do want to watch it on the big screen, but I'm probably gonna have to just watch it on this TV and stand close to it. That's it. That's what I'm gonna have to do. But
yeah, we must make a plan. Okay, cool. We'll talk.
Yeah.
All right. So then after that, then Gaara basically apologizes to. I mean, we did skip some key fights. I think Shino versus Kankuro was really dope.
Yes.
That was
yes.
Epic.
I was gonna say we left that out. Yes.
Epic.
Yeah, like
I don't
that
know.
was-
I don't know what's his special. I don't know what's Masashi's fascination with puppets, because that has nothing to do with ninja, but it worked.
No. There's a lot to do with ninja.
Okay, explain.
Yeah.
The same person. Remember in the tuning exams? It
No. Remember, the ninjas are all guys of misdirection. So sometimes that make little there are stories of them making life-size puppets to make people think that they're in one room while they're in fact going out doing something else.
Oh, I see. I had
The tuning exams are the best example of that. Yes.
What's that?
The tuning exams, they do exactly what he's saying. Remember, he makes a fake teacher. He makes a fake teacher to examine everyone's tests, and then he uses that fake teacher to take copy answers.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So that's a 100% application. It's better than Naruto, who can literally do no ninja things.
I will not give up
this
like
guy
that.
to be a ninja, and I'm just like,
Hey,
he
Naruto
went
doesn't
right
give
for it.
up.
Yes.
Naruto does not blend with any of his environments. Like Sasuke
Naruto
tried
is
with
the
the
living embodiment of it's a stealth mission when everybody is knocked out.
Look,
When everybody's dead, yes.
When
is Hollywood whitewashing that by a Japanese author, dog. Like I'm gonna get a blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid to be the main character of this highly Japanese law, and yeah, make it work.
No, but I'm saying like the thing is all of his jutsu, like the shadow clone jutsu was used for infiltration. That's the original use of shadow clone.
All right.
Because if you get caught, your shadow clone disappears, the village is safe, and you as a ninja are safe because they can't find.
And you acquire the knowledge that the clone.
You only found that out in the second half. You only found that out in Shippuden, and that's late.
No. I'm thinking they didn't say that in Shippuden. Basically, when Kakashi. Kakashi does like when the way he's using shadow clones, he was using them to outposition Zabuza. He was not using them to fight Zabuza. He was using them to trick Zabuza, as Zabuza was using water clones to trick Kakashi. Like that's the whole point of them. Is they're supposed to be like bait and switch. It's supposed to be like a high level substitution.
Yeah.
Enter Naruto. We all punch you.
Okay,
You don't care about strategy.
2K punch.
I'm gonna use it as a strobe light to be secretive.
And you're wearing orange.
Orange overalls.
Ninja.
He doesn't blend with his environment at all. He's the last person to be a ninja.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I think then if we are gonna stop, this is not a bad point because this is the
Yeah.
Konoha crush. I
just
think
wanted
then the
to.
next-
We just need to highlight Hiruzen kicks the bucket because he
Yeah.
seals the first and second Hokage in the.
Oh, yes, the ending, yes.
Yeah,
And
and
the
then
reproduce
messes
those.
up Orochimaru's hands because he's saying you're not going to be able to perform jutsu anymore.
Yeah.
So
I just like the way it's the first time you see Orochimaru generally look upset, like,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the
and
first time- yeah.
that gave me such catharsis. It's like you deserve this, suffer, bitch, suffer.
But yes, and like the movie 300, that works. Remember in 300, Xerxes doesn't die. It's about, does a god bleed?
yeah,
Like Batman, do you bleed? There's an
You
actual
will.
movie that actually shows him getting cut, and that's enough. Mission accomplished. And
But-
that's
Except like if we're talking about 300, sorry, we just have to go off. I'm like, Leonidas, bro, when you went to go have a conversation with this guy, you didn't take a knife? Because if it was me, I'm stabbing him. We're not talking. We're not having a
Leonidas.
conversation.
Let us reason together.
Let us reason.
You must have the pose. We must reason. Let us reason together, Leonidas.
it's like he's fortunate that there was no
Exactly
Kenpachi.
so well.
There was no Kenpachi in his soldiers. If Kenpachi was there, it was like, yo, Leonidas
He's a
Sama, I'm
god.
killing this guy.
yeah.
I'm in there.
Like
Kenpachi would have been
if I was Leonidas, I would have had one guy posted up by the mountain somewhere. As soon as he does, let us reason. Yo, arrow! Like I would have done a signal. Because then the army collapses. Because that's the thing. That
Yeah.
army like it bends backwards for Xerxes. And I'm like, dog, we 300 guys versus 1 million. You kill him.
Have you guys seen Serenity or Firefly? Have you guys seen Serenity or Firefly?
I've seen Serenity. I've seen
Exactly.
some
I've seen
Firefly.
both, but I don't remember them for some reason now.
Oh, there's a scene, right, where Nathan Fillions' character and
Yeah.
then, the other character is like, I'm unarmed. Let's
Yeah,
talk.
he's like, oh, good.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh please! I've got an even more funnier scene than that. Who's watched Fifth Element?
Yeah.
I posted, yeah.
Yeah.
There's like one more shot and you start killing hostages. Like that's the leader. Like
Oh,
I'm
God.
never negotiating because like mind if I go in? Oh okay. We are sending somebody to negotiate, and then like walks in. Wah! Like,
Yes.
and then that's supposed to negotiate. Like, when did they negotiate like that? And then the president is like, oh, the rhythm. I wonder.
Yeah. That's what you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you don't talk when you have the chance, Chief. Like, come on.
Exactly. But yeah, bring it back. I just want to say one question before you guys close up. I just want to ask
Aye.
a question, right? Now, and you guys know Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
You guys
What's
know
that?
Rings, right?
Up
But
until season
which
6,
season?
yes.
Yeah, which season? That's the question I need to ask.
Lord of the Rings doesn't have seasons.
Oh no, you mentioned Game of Thrones. I wanted to
Season
elaborate.
1 to 4.
Okay, because
Right.
Because for me, it ends. I always want. I love the fact that it ended with Daenerys on her boat going to Westeros, and then
Yes.
they canceled the season there. Then I wish they continued, but you know what? That's how it ends. That's life.
With Jon Snow defeating Ramsay, right? That's where it ends.
Yeah, that's how it ends. Like that beautiful song. Like
You struggle with me. I'm like, nah, where Tyrion kills his dad in the toilet. That's where it ended for me.
yes.
But point is, that Lord of the Rings, right, came out, and then George R.R. Martin made Game of Thrones as kind of a response to Lord of the Rings, where George R.R. Martin's like, yo, man, what's Aragon's tax policies? I don't know if you guys have heard that.
Yeah, I remember the discussion, and I was like, you dumbass motherfucker. Anyway.
I know what you mean, yes.
Like, all my respect for J.R.R. Martin was like, we come back. Don't go.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not what happened.
100%. But now I think, you guys can correct me, you guys can argue with me, but I think Jujutsu Kaisen is a response in the same manner to Naruto.
No, definitely.
Because it uses the same material, the same tools to create a completely different story because it's reacting directly. But
No, well, it's
Clover
twofold. It's
is
twofold.
not.
It's twofold. I would say that Jujutsu Kaisen is a response to Naruto and to Bleach.
Yeah.
There is a bit of Bleach in there. I mean,
There's a lot of Bleach.
Like the whole domain expansion is basically like another version of Bankai.
Fighting on
That's
that.
true.
And it's also set in it's more of an urban environment.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Which screams Bleach.
I mean, it's more. I would say it's more parts Naruto, but there's
Yes.
a lot of Bleach in there.
Yeah.
3 antagonists, 1 female. Each character discusses their backstory and their power sets in the battle. But in Jujutsu Kaisen, they deliberately use it as a tool against the good guy or against the bad guy to deliberately mislead them.
No. Well, actually, how it works is in Jujutsu Kaisen, if you explain your technique, it gains more power.
Yeah,
Like that's the trade-off, is that if they know how it works, your technique becomes stronger. That's the way he wrote around that.
They mentioned misdirection as well, but because remember, in the fight with the, by the way, I've only seen season 1, so no spoilers. But where what's his face, the guy with the glasses?
Nanamin.
Yes.
Nanamin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nanamin versus is it Mahito?
Yeah, Mahito.
So, yes. Where he deliberately mentions the weaknesses of his attacks,
Yeah.
and doesn't mention that once the time runs out, there's something called overtime. That, like, do you know what I mean? Like, he deliberately stuff like that. So I'm like, that is no doubt. That is this man out here sending messages to Naruto. Do you know what I mean?
And he tried really hard to make Naobara. He wanted her to not be useless. Like,
Yes.
he went out of his way to make sure this is not Sakura.
Definitely. Oh, definitely.
I don't know, but Gege's problem also is that like he struggles to focus on characters. Like he runs into some of the same issues that Masashi runs into. Because he'll set up somebody, do something great, and then after that
forget about them. Because what happened to Maki? Like when Maki was introduced, is it Maki?
Oh, don't worry about her. I'm talking about other characters. Don't worry about Maki. Don't worry.
Like Amino Flex. What's his name again?
Well, what? Toto.
Is it Toto? The guy with the voice.
Wait, which voice?
The guy who only speaks in food.
The
Oh,
Yeah.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I've never watched it.
Why?
No, he's been for real this time. It's not, guys. If you're a viewer and you've been watching us for a very long time, he ain't BSing now. Like he's been for real. He's never seen.
Never seen it.
Toge. There we go, Toge.
Okay, yeah.
All I know is
about
there's
him.
a hot Kakashi, which is impossible, but still.
Oh yeah, I figured you'd like him with the sparkling white eyes or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm saying to Rob's point, like basically, if we look at it, like because a lot of JJK fans love to say this, it was like, yeah, Sukuna was what Kurama was supposed to be, and Itadori is like he's like a skilled Naruto or whatever the case is, because he has the thing and he's the only one that can do it. And then also like Nobara is the useful thingy. The one who got shafted is the Sasuke of that group.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
But they made his dad like super OP.
Yeah.
Definitely. But at the same time, I hate people who say things like that because, like I said, writing is kind of like technology. One steps on top of the other one, steps on top of the other one.
Yeah.
That's how you grow. So when they go, oh, this is what he should have written. It was the 1980s, the 1990s. You can't fucking say that. You know what I mean? You
You're
can't
right.
say that.
You're right.
You
That's why I
can't
wanted to say, when we're talking earlier about how you're saying Jujutsu Kaisen is sort of like a response to Naruto.
Yes.
The big three were sort of responding to DBZ because they made sure, the big thing that they made sure, all the big three, is our side characters are not going to be useless. Just because we have a Super Saiyan, we're not going to shift all these other. No.
I'm not gonna wait for
The Goten 13 is still going to kill a lot of villains, no matter how strong they are. They're going to be useful. Ichigo's not going to be killing everybody just because he came in late. No. Other people are going to be killing a lot of other characters apart from Ichigo.
And also, I just wanted to add to just circle it back. Dune picked up from well, some people would argue Dune picked up from where Lord of the Rings left off. Tolkien hated Dune. I don't blame him, but
the person, guys. I don't think you guys know the Dune expert here, right? By the way, is actually Zuko.
Oh, why?
Zuko-sama.
Yeah, like Zuko. You know the entire lore, don't you? Like you even know the.
No, I watched the original series like years back in high
Did you
school.
read the books?
No,
It's like 10
no.
books, eh?
Or maybe it's someone else then.
So-
Someone else. You got me confused, bro.
from what I've spied from all my wonderful my hyper focused technology, there's Dune inspired Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
so
Yeah.
Actually, like,
well,
George
Flash
Lucas
Gordon as
bit a
well.
Believe it or
lot.
not, you guys know that stupid movie, the Valeria Thousand Islands? That came
Okay,
before
the
Star
movie's stupid.
Wars.
The manga is not stupid, but the movie is
Yeah.
stupid. Okay.
But George Lucas knew that before. That came first. George
Yes.
Lucas actually followed that. And
Valerian is old.
and Flash Gordon.
Yes.
And of course Seven Samurai, Kurosawa. And
Yes.
then all like 4 or 5 of those things became Star Wars.
yeah,
And Zack Snyder tried to do the same thing with Rebel Moon and.
And then he took shit. And then he was like, guys, I brought my toilet bowl and here's Star Wars.
You're giving me Vietnam flashbacks here, my guy. Ugh. They will sing praise songs of us today. Woo! Anyway.
I just wanted to bring it back to the authors that they technology builds on each other, because what Dune was trying to argue, as opposed to what Tolkien is Dune was trying to use like things like religion and faith and stuff like that are tools for me, are pawns of humanity's for humanity in a universe that has no meaning or purpose, while Tolkien was arguing the exact opposite.
Yes, the spiritual.
Yes.
Which is actually interesting because, as it turns out, I've been doing some research on the philosophy of Dune, right? Because remember, Dune is like 7 to 10 books. It's not just one book.
Yes.
So what happens is it expands from him. What happens is he takes all that spice and he sees the deep future, right?
Yes.
And using all that spice, he realizes like the meaningless of the cycle of war, which is very Tolkien.
Yes.
So but then there's an element of AI, right? Because there's a reason that they don't use AI, right? You guys know that, right? There's a reason, because there used to be a war. Kind of like the Foundation. There used to be a
40K.
war. 40K as well, yes. Where basically, and there's like 7 other series where like, yes, they don't use AI anymore because AI turned on us at some point. Every time, all the time. But anyway, what happens with Dune is it actually expands, and it turns out that a part of what's his name? Besu Generate? Whatever, Atreides. A part of his mission, him and then his sister, because remember they have another kid. The mother has another kid, and they're like the sister, because the sister ends up being a basically what happens with her power is it turns out that she's absorbed the spirit of every single person that's ever died ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
sad.
sounds unpleasant.
I know. I was about to say that.
Talk about multiple personality disorder on
Yes,
another
that's
level.
exactly what happens.
Even Gaara's looking at her like, hey, you need some help.
Only had
You
my
in trouble.
And then it turns out it becomes like basically, because Tolkien's thing was basically a battle of there's a discussion about Tolkien's storyline being a battle against you guys know the philosopher The Death of God, Nietzsche, there we go, about the Ubermensch, right? The super person. You know, God dies and we're replaced by the super person, right? So now what June does is takes an angle of that and says, hey guys, beyond the super person, there's going to be the machine. So basically, the story carries on from an angle of he wants to use this mass death that he ends up that he sees is coming, and he's like, I'm going to use that as a way to improve people, to force evolution. And then it turns out that the AI comes back, and now because of these evolved people, there's now something to fight AI, and that's basically what kind of happens in the other books.
Yeah.
So you could almost say that.
And let's not forget gigantic worm person.
Exactly. But now what you said, right, is that June is the opposite of Tolkien. I agree. But at the same time, I would argue that not only is it the opposite, but it's an evolution of Tolkien.
Yeah,
so
it's successor and it's antithesis at the same time.
It's antithesis and it's a successor. And what happens is it says, guys, using this, we can still, there will be an evolution past us, but it's possible for us as man to still evolve past it, kind of what it's going for.
Oh, okay.
Man versus machine. It's a very spiritual thing almost. A philosophy. Let's say philosophical.
I mean, to bring it back to JJK
Wow.
and Naruto, I don't
We
think
went so far.
Like I feel like whoever's watching it, this is like, what kind of level of geekdom is this? Like, this is not the usual geekdom that we're supposed to. This is higher grade.
We just
This is man right now.
I'm saying, to relate that discussion that we're having now, I don't think that JJK is an evolution of Naruto.
Okay.
I think it's a lateral move at best. And in some cases, it's a step down. Because remember, like, the thing is, if we're looking at the story and the characters, none of these characters are particularly deep. Anytime I try to watch an analysis video on it, I'm just like, you guys are stretching your brains here.
That's true.
Because Sukuna is just evil. Like, there was a chapter that came out to try and explain his whole thing, and he's basically like a tiger, or like he's akin to a lion, maybe, that's always awake. Or like, basically he's like, if I'm hungry, I eat. If I'm tired, I sleep. If I want to, I kill. If I want to, I kill. If I don't want to kill, I don't kill. Like, I'm not the leader of the curses. I don't lead anything. I just do what I want. Like, that's basically supposed to be his whole philosophy. Versus if we come to somebody like Gaara, for example. Let's even just come to somebody like Gaara. Like, the fact that he had such a terrible childhood when he was trying to be a normal kid, and then, like, they were telling the Kazekage's child to his face, you're a monster. Like, you need to die. Like, I don't want anything to do with you. And then he lost
kids
it.
were saying that.
Yeah, and then he lost it because he had no way out. He was just like, basically, that's the only way I exist, is I exist to kill things. So if I don't kill things, then my existence is useless. Then he found somebody who went through something like him, and he's like, oh, you managed to get to the other side? How? I need to get to the other side too, because this can't be it. And ended up becoming Kazekage. Like, that's a metamorphosis of note. Like, that's a whole three-dimensional character. So I feel like with JJK, it looks good. The fights are great. The characters are, quirky and interesting.
Well,
but if we're talking about
this year, so
but I'm
they're
saying
doing
if
something
we're
right.
talking about how it's supposed to be an evolution, I feel like it took certain elements and certain messages from Naruto, but it just decided that I'm going to be this punch anime, and I'm not going to be an anime that challenges a particular philosophy.
Let's to be honest, to be fair, I would say Ghetto is a bit interesting as a character as time
But
goes.
he doesn't have a philosophy. His philosophy, in a sense, well, Geto Suguru, his personal philosophy, in a sense, it's another philosophy that was shared in Naruto. Basically, it's like, if we look at it, it's Sasuke.
No, I'm just saying. It's not like there's nobody. I'm just saying at least there's one character that's slightly a bit deep.
Yeah, but then Geiji took his story and said, "All right, now we're just chucking this out."
Which is basically is the exception that proves the rule.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. I think what he's saying is fucking brilliant, because, in a way, you could almost argue that instead of an evolution, what we should call it is a mutation, because that's how evolution works. It's mutations. and then the one that gets the most bitches is the one that carries on. Well, that's how evolution works.
Yeah.
Whichever one gets the most girls is the line that carries on. It's why Black Clover sunk, because it tried to be a response. It tried to be a turn. It tried to be an evolution from Naruto as well, because it's also trying to be Naruto. But then it took a turn and then it flopped. Well, let's not say it flopped because it's still carrying on. But can anyone really call it deep? Can anyone like really go, wow?
I haven't even watched it. So
For a reason.
Same thing.
I
Same
watched
here.
the thing. It's okay.
Yeah, it was
There's
fun.
good moments. Yeah, there's some good moments. There's some genuine moments. Nice little bit of introspection. But I agree with everything Buckmeister just said right there. Because sometimes it takes a lot. That's why I like Asian storytelling so much. Because for every Naruto, there's 1,000 mutations. There's a bunch of Narutos none of us
I get you.
heard of. They're all in manga form. And then the ones that kind of succeed are the ones that manage to be an anime.
Yeah.
But that doesn't even mean they make it all the way. That just means they kind of go far before they go extinct as well.
Mm.
And I think that, yes, that's why I'm saying that, yeah, it's kind of like a technology or evolution about this whole storytelling thing. And that's why I kind of love you guys, man. We're all creators here, right? We're all content creators. We all try to do our own mutations. And hopefully one day our stuff will become that mutation that works, that becomes a proper evolution one day. You know what I
One day. Soon.
Becomes the
Crossing
T-
mutation that gets the
becomes
most bitches.
it becomes the TMNT from Daredevil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I have got to check out
Say
now.
any parting shots before we close this
Yeah.
off?
This arc for me, if I had to quickly rate it, 9 out of 10. It was a great setup, lots of payoff, lots of character development. The third Hokage's funeral also. Like, I know people bash the third Hokage. I was a little saddened by his passing and everything. And like people who try to say Naruto was not affected by the third's passing, were you watching the same show?
Everybody dressed up for that funeral. Through the orange jumpsuit. We all wore suits there.
Yeah.
Stay away from Reddit, Rob. Your blood pressure.
Okay, Zuko.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add. Buckmeister kind of summed it up. The fights were cool. We got introduced to some new characters. The story expanded nicely. You understood where the story was going. It didn't get lost in itself. So I loved it.
9 out of 10 as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't think of a reason not to give it anything else.
I can't give it 10 because the Sasuke retrieval arc is where, like, that's where it's like, yeah.
I'm the least knowledgeable of the group, but the parts that I enjoyed it, I did enjoy. So I don't have any fair criticism. So I'll give it also. I'll just say it's up to par. I'll give it the 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 too.
Okay.
Because, like I said, at this point, I was balls deep into Bleach. At this point, I was like, "Who's that? Uzumaki? What?
Yeah.
Never heard of him."
And
But
then, sorry, please continue.
I was saying, yeah, but once you go into Shippuden, that's when you just start seeing me like, oh, now I'm into this thing. Like, oh wow, this is actually better than Bleach in some points. So we will get there.
That's
We'll get
coming
there.
from a Bleach encyclopedia guy. All right. And you, Rob?
Solid 8. The thing is, I love Naruto. Again, it's peaks. Its peaks are what make it fantastic.
Right.
It was probably one of my most impactful tournament arcs. In fact, I think it even holds up above Midori. What's that nigga's show again?
Midoriya.
Yeah, what's his show again?
Oh, My Hero.
Hero,
Yeah,
Hero, something.
that was a great tournament arc, but again, I think it still holds up even over that.
No, it does easily.
Yeah.
I like my hero, but like
finishing is a bit of an issue for me. Like, finish the tournament arc. like, yo, Super Vision Yamu, chill. We want to see Vegeta. You know what I mean? Like, relax.
I guarantee it's a tool.
I think,
yeah.
like I mentioned to the group, the only law I'm getting from My Hero Academia is coming from that one guy in TikTok. That's it. I'm not really paying attention.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna watch that thing, dog. But yeah.
First 4 seasons are great, man. No, first 3 seasons are great. 4 is pretty cool, and then 5 is where the plot kind of goes crazy. It falls off.
But it's
anyway,
not. It's an okay anime. Like I can see this being somebody's Naruto one day. Like how we grew up with Naruto. My hero will be somebody's Naruto.
absolutely. But my point is, the tournament arc fantastic. The finale fantastic. There are some middling points, but in terms of the highs, it really keeps it up. And again, with the whole discussion we had before, it stands the test of time. A solid, because I'm a harsh critic. You know me with my so 8 out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10.
No, I'm not mad at that score. That's a good score.
I also loved it. I loved every moment. Like I was saying, I was looking forward to every fight. At this point, to me, it didn't really even matter whether
Every fight. I mean, Sakura and Ino. I was like, shit.
No. But we did that previously. Remember, we didn't.
If Gaara was really
Oh,
paying
I
attention,
thought. Oh, because I was like, I'm melding it together. Never mind.
Oh no. We're just talking about. Okay. I don't know. I thought we were just talking about the one we were doing today.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So every fight I was interested in because, as I was saying before, like the Shikamaru fight for me is the one that stood out the most. You know, like if I'm being honest. But
When Shikamaru.
that nigga is that's my nigga, dog. But honestly speaking, I think the animation is great. The dialogue, everything is complete. It's amazing. You do see the backstory of Orochimaru just a bit, as well as his relationship with the third. You also see the Anbu in action for the first time, I think, if I'm not mistaken, so far in the story, even though it's minimal. Also, you do see how far Gaara was willing to go and how far Naruto was willing to go, and his growth after meeting Jiraiya, which makes you realize that he's actually the best person to teach a Naruto type of character, and why Kakashi is better suited teaching a Sasuke. And it makes you wanting more. Like the more you keep on watching, the more you're like, yo, man, I need to watch more of this stuff. So yeah, for me, it's a 9 out of 10 for real. Like it's really, really good. I mean, even after the events that happen after here, even after the funeral, even though it's sort of like a bit chilled with Rock Lee crying and whatever, we'll get there. But all those things, they hit still, even though there's not much happening action-wise, you know. So Masashi did a brilliant job. The more we talk about this, the more I realize that Masashi and the guys that did Avatar: The Last Airbender, the first part, they had gold, they had diamonds, whatever. They found a gem in the material.
rent was due. There was a notice on the wall. There was
not to all these landlords, man. Like
You know?
The baby was crying.
the baby was
The
crying.
diapers, the diapers were finished.
There was nothing but salt in the fridge.
Salt in the fridge.
Yes,
Yo,
like you open there, there's not
Steven.
like
The movie
the
crack was
not
pulling.
even bread, not even
Salt,
bread, not
you
even
know.
salt.
I'm
But,
like,
yo,
half tomato and a fuck off.
salt. That's how
Yeah.
bad things were.
Anyway, guys, please let us know your ratings. Please let us know, do you agree with everything that we've said? Do you disagree with everything that we've said? Who was your favorite character? Who was your MVP? Who was your LVP? And also, let us know what you guys think about some of the other stuff that we've been reviewing lately. Shout out to Rob, our special guest. You can check him out. As I've mentioned before, he has a book out called Jin's War. We also do...
I just bought it, eh? I want to read it. I'm so excited to read it.
Oh, shout out. And Buckmeister, please check him out on Coffee. Support his work. He's busy with an animated project. He does have stuff on Webtoon as well. Recast T'Challa campaign. Check out Zanozuko on Facebook. This dude has some wild content over there. And everywhere, actually. Instagram and TikTok. There were Check out T'Challa as well. This dude was ranting about Avatar: The Last Airbender live action like no one's business. He was pissed off.
He's still pissed off.
I have achieved enlightenment.
No, he looked at it and he was like, "Cartoon, Goku,
You can check me out on all these social media platforms as well. Guys, thank you so much from myself and from everybody else that I just mentioned. We will check you out on the next one. Peace.
Fire Lord Yapum.
Guys, I have